I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. Vivo P's in the building. What's good?
Was going bar for bar with
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
That's good.
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up? What's up? Y'all know what we gotta do.
Back in the building. Hold up. I gotta wake up the neighbors.
Wake them up. Wake them up. Good
J
morning.
Camp's favorite part of the show. What's good? Flavor
cracking?
Flav, man.
Flavor Flav.
Oh man, J Camp got the money green on. Hold up, pull out the
Oh
money.
yeah, he got the
Evo, man.
moolah
J
green.
Camp's in the
Okay.
building.
He got the moolah green up in here.
I don't want to say that moolah green.
All right, you got the Kermit green. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Huh?
J Camp's in the building, man. What's going on with you, man?
Good, man.
Got that Colorado yellow? Is that that Deion yellow?
Nah, that's that Oakland.
Okay,
Yellow.
Okay.
Yellow.
Okay.
Okay.
What's in the
building.
glass?
Let's go,
What's
man.
in the glass? What's in the glass?
Yeah,
Son?
man.
A little brown, you know what I'm saying, for pause.
Okay.
Okay.
This special occasion.
There
Best
you
of
go,
hip-hop.
there you go.
Lisa saying good evening,
Miss
gents,
Lisa,
man.
what's
Shout
good?
out
Shout
to
out to you, Lisa.
Building, man. Give it that AK, man.
Welcome.
Bebo P
Good.
is in the
Yes.
building tonight. What's going on, Bebo P?
Hey, glad to rock with y'all. Glad to rock with y'all. That's right. Glad to rock with the people. Glad to be in the building with you,
Yes,
brothers.
sir.
And peace to the Podfather LB for the one time. Let's get that
Hold on,
music.
man.
Shout out and
Oh,
salute to
man.
you,
All
Madden,
day,
as
man.
well.
Oh,
One
yeah.
time.
For Madden.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Shout out
yeah.
Matt in the building, too.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
Hold the fist up, man.
yeah. Podfather swag, you know.
What's happening?
Man in the
Salute,
building. What's
salute.
goody, man?
Iceberg, how you feeling, son?
Hey, everything's good, man. Hey, December, everything's good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa swag, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Everything's goody, man.
It's the holidays.
that
Mumphrey.
Mumphrey, what's goody, man?
Hey, salute to you.
Welcome to
Yo,
the
what's
show,
happening?
man. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome.
Salute.
TT's in the
what's
building.
happening? Ooh, wow.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. All right.
Damn.
All right. Wow.
Okay, we see.
Well,
There you
okay.
go.
Welcome.
ATL.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
ATL, man.
shout out to LaConta.
A-Town.
Yeah,
down.
salute, man,
What's
all
good?
day. I see you with the do-rag on and the chain on, man. We got put the money
see.
out for your chain, man.
Oh yeah. We got to get that in the
L.
Podfather
Stevenson
ring.
in the
You know what I'm
building,
saying?
holding it
You
down.
gotta get
man.
all that.
Looking real gangster.
Yeah,
with it, man. We
yeah.
like
Oh
that,
yeah, we
know what
see
I'm
you.
saying?
We see you. See LaConta.
If you don't know where yet, this is Fresh Out Wednesday night, 9:30. We in the building, man.
That's
Hip hop,
right.
man. Live debate show. We hold it down. If you don't know what's going on, we're gonna talk some real dope hip hop, man. We're gonna wrap the whole year up, man. Talk about some dope albums, artists. We're gonna talk about a lot of cool stuff, man. But how y'all feeling, man? Before we get in,
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling real good. Peace to Aaron too, bro. I'm not sure
Yeah,
who
all
we
day.
disrespecting, but I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to
Salute to
Aaron
you.
9. Yeah. Salute
Yeah.
to you and welcome. Feeling
and saying
real good.
it's the
We riding
KD3
heavy with that
on there.
KD3.
He's already going early.
We riding heavy with
Mhm.
KD3 all day.
Oh,
every day.
yeah.
man.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going
yeah.
early, man.
You dig,
Aaron
you
9
dig, you
already knows
dig.
the business. You already know what it
That's
is.
what it is. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Peace to Nas and Hit Boy.
Peace.
You already
Yeah,
know.
man,
And shout
all
out to
day.
y'all. Hey, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Welcome
All
to
day.
Fresh World's Most Dangerous Podcast, Rap City,
Mhm.
coined by the patriarch of the original. And this Rap City, Joe Claire, no basement. Let's go. And if you're feeling
Let's
frisky,
go.
in the chat, Cash App and the super chats, go ahead and just cash us outside for the one time, as Jay
What's
Camp
going
likes
on?
to say. You already know. Support us. We got the bills to pay, just like everybody else, and we appreciate all of y'all for rocking with us for the one time.
Facts.
No doubt. Like I said, we going in, man. We holding it down tonight, man. Shout out to everybody doing a thing. We got a dope show tonight. First of all, hold up, man. Devon's in the building. Not only does he come in
Yes.
going hard in the paint, he becomes that
Day
YouTube
onener.
member Day One
Yeah,
Club.
yes.
Shout out to
Day
Devon,
onener.
man.
It's got to.
We appreciate you so
Allah's
much,
got to
brother.
be out
man.
for
Yeah,
for
man.
one of the day ones right there. Salute to you,
We
man.
appreciate
Shout out to
you all day,
Devon.
man. Hey man,
Absolutely.
Von's in there, man. He's in
Hey,
the mother
hey,
freaking building with the Kings, man. You know,
hey, hey,
get down
salute to
with the
y'all, man.
Kings.
Hey,
Mother freaking,
salute.
mother
Yeah,
funkin',
yeah,
all the
yeah.
Mother
mothers,
effing.
whatever mother
We
you
see
doing.
you.
We
Hey,
Devon's
welcome,
joining day one member.
oh,
Come on, man.
welcome to the
Again,
family. Welcome to the
he's already in
family.
the
welcome to the
fam, man.
family.
He
Nah,
Yeah,
pretty
he
much
been in
got
the
his
family.
yeah,
he's got
yeah,
his
yeah.
Rolex, you
You
know what I'm
know,
saying?
Well, let me
you know,
rephrase that.
Devon step
Welcome to
in
the
with his
leveled
house
up.
shoes.
Yeah,
Devon
yeah.
step
Oh
Oh
in
yeah,
with
yeah.
his
yeah,
house
yeah.
shoes and wife beater on. He been family. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He
Yeah,
get
all
now he has the
bread.
Wonder. Now he, along with the robe and stuff, he's got the
Yeah.
Wonder Woman arm, like Ghostface said. That's what that is.
You know how
Wonder
only
Woman
family
arm.
can walk in the crib and grab a drink out the
Yeah, man.
fridge?
Yeah,
Devon got
Yeah,
them
He
yeah,
got the
yeah.
drink.
That's true. That's true. We
You
we
know,
we always
he know where the
appreciate our
good
day
liquor.
ones.
He know where
What's
the
that?
good liquor at. I said, Devon know where
The
the good
good
liquor
liquor.
is at in the crib.
Yeah, yeah.
know,
Yeah, the
and
good
he
liquor. Like you
since
gotta
day one.
go to the back of the joint. Yeah,
You gotta
Yeah,
go to the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Like only family know where
yeah.
that's
Only
at.
Oh
family know
yeah,
where that good
yeah.
stuff
What's
is
that? The
at. Yeah, we
iceberg
hide that.
say? Go ahead, give me a soda in the back, or give me
Yeah,
a
go
drink
ahead,
in the
go in
back.
the back of the van, get your soda pop. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, we got a dope show, but we got to talk about a few
Facts.
things before we go in tonight, man. Again, shout out to Cheapo Air. If you're trying to get your
Cheapo.
holiday on, get your New Year's on, man, Cheapo Air. I'm
Right.
throwing that in the chat,
That
man.
ghetto
You know what I'm
bird.
saying? That ghetto bird all day, man. Get on that ghetto bird, man. Hit that joint, pause.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You already
We
know.
going in tonight, man. So shout out to them. Shout out also, man, to myrapverse.com. Go check
Yes.
us out, man. That's new flavor, man. Flavor. That's a new
Flavor.
flavor. Go check us out over there,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Also,
Right. Yeah.
and then like I said, of
myrappers.com.
course, go on Facebook, man. Check us out, Fresh Out Hip Hop, man. You see the 800 thou wow, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the nice reach. Shout out to everybody holding it down. Bebo
Appreciate
P,
all of
J
y'all.
Kemp, LB the Podfather, DJ Scanless, man. You know how we
You
do
already know. Piece of Scanless. DJ
all day.
Scanless.
So,
What's up?
I
What's
mean,
up?
this is hold up, Mama going in, man. I see.
Mama.
Yeah, we going. Hey, man, we gotta give it
Shout
a
out to Mama
AK all day,
Bear.
man.
Switched
Shout
up
out
the
to Mama
profile
Bear in the
pic this
building.
go around.
We
Okay.
see that. We see that new
All right.
profile pic. We
We
see.
see you. All right.
Okay, for the
Please,
holidays, we
please.
see.
Yes.
Mama
Oh,
Bear. Oh, what's up?
before we go in though, we got a nice show, man. We going in. It's gonna be heavy tonight. We gotta talk about, man, just my guy Pimp C. Y'all know I love Pimp C, man.
Legend, man.
Man.
His death anniversary was this week. Just wanted to talk about him real quick. Houston legend. To me, he changed the rap
legend.
game, man. What's your thoughts just on Pimp C, man, before we go in? He passed in 07. It's been that long, man.
Yeah, it's crazy it's been that long, man. Pimp C definitely one of my major influences growing up. Definitely a hip hop staple, a Southern icon. Where you Third Coast, South Coast, whatever coast you on in the South,
Right.
Pimp C is a motherfucking legend. He's
right.
that dude
Facts.
down there. He's influenced a lot of other rappers like Crit,
Yep.
you know, TIP. A whole lot of cats, man. Pimp C done influence, man. A lot of guys still use some of Pimp C's rhymes and they hooks, man.
Facts.
His legend is it is what it is. I mean, he's a South icon, to be all be real. You know, I
Again,
gotta
being on the
give
building real quick,
Pimp
man.
C-
Denver, Colorado. You got Deion Sanders. We're gonna
Denver.
talk about Deion too, real quick. But you know,
Oh,
shout out
yeah.
Gambino.
We're gonna be talking about that.
But shout
yeah.
out to Pimp C, man. Rest in
Yeah.
power to Pimp C.
Yeah.
Salute to Bun B, the whole
Yes.
UGK.
Yes. Yes.
All of Port Arthur, Texas, Houston,
Yeah.
Texas,
Shout out Port Arthur.
everywhere that Pimp C has graced this earth and influenced hip hop, influenced the South, and just music in general. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
salute.
Yeah.
Darren
Salute.
Ford in the building,
Darren
man,
Ford as
all
well.
day, man,
Darren
cooking up
Ford
the
was
whip. You know, he
good.
got that whipping in the kitchen. Palms itching. You know what I'm saying? What's good? D Ford in the building, holding it down, man. Day one club.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
salutes, man, all day.
Salute to
Oh,
D.
yeah.
Bebo, what you thinking
Absolutely.
about the Pimp C swag, man?
I mean, well spoken by J Camp. 15 years since his passing, and hip hop still isn't the same without Pimp C today, man. Both he and Bun B, you know, they made history from the South to the from underground hip hop via their duo group Underground Kings, to mainstream after, I would say, they're featuring on Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' song 22 years ago, I think it was.
Pull it out, boy, up.
Yeah. I mean, all of their UGK albums had no less than 6-digit sales. I think that Riding Dirty one, if I'm not mistaken, was the one that reached gold. when it was released. I mean,
Yeah.
man, Sweet Jones, man, he rocked it
Sweet
out.
James
Sweet
Jones.
James Jones.
Sweet James
James
Jones,
And let's be
baby.
clear, there's a lot of verses that haven't been put out yet. His wife has
Yeah.
them. She
Yep.
said she has some for Megan Thee Stallion.
Mm. And you know, she's the reason why, or rather, he's the reason why Meg calls herself Tina Snow, because you know he's
Right.
Tony
Right.
Snow.
He's
For
Tony
those
Snow.
who don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. It's funny you mentioned that. We heard the fart, by the way, too.
But shout out to his wife, shout out to his family,
Yeah.
shout out to Bum B, man, because
And
again, Bum B's been holding him down while he was in prison since he's passed on. Again, Pimp C, man.
He was not only a producer but a musician. We got to note that too. He was a
But
musician.
long story short, man, he was a really good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he always looked out for everybody, man. If you talk about anybody other than people who he wanted your chick, if he wanted your chick, you got a problem. But other than that, Pimp C was holding it down, man. He was basically trying to unify Houston, man, at the time before he passed.
Yep.
And again, we got to always salute him, man. He's one of those dudes.
Absolutely.
Just legendary, man. We just got to speak on him, man.
Husband, father,
love. Yeah.
real good dude. Miss LB.
Miss LB, what's going down, man? We got to give you the AK. What's going on tonight, Miss LB?
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, just shout out, man. We just want to give him a quick shout out real quick, man, before we go in tonight, man. Again, we're going to be talking about all the best of hip hop tonight. This is going to be a legendary show, man. If you had a VCR, you need to tape this one. You know what I'm saying?
It's going down.
But this is a little crazy too. We want to talk about this tonight, man. We want to talk about, and we got to get you on Gambino to talk about this in the chat.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State, going to Colorado, man. This is very controversial in the community, man. Jay Kemp, man, you the panelist as far as the sports are concerned, man. What's your thoughts, man, on just Deion, man, and everybody going crazy about this joint?
Yeah, they are.
First of all, man, shout out to Prime.
Facts.
Yep.
I'm just super happy for what he's doing just in general, man. First of all, it's hard enough for Black coaches to get in the game as a head football coach, whether it's college football or the NFL. The shelf life is so short.
Yeah.
You only have so many opportunities to coach on like the biggest stage. And you know, I mean, Deion took that opportunity. He's seen it. And and this is no disrespect at all to HBCUs, what I'm about to say, but when drum majors get paid more than some of your basketball and football coaches, that's a problem. That lets you know they don't take sports serious.
Right.
And I get the symbolic nature of Deion saying, "Hey, I'm here to make a change. Like God put me here to make a change."
Yeah.
But let's be honest though. Who thought he was going to be Eddie Robinson? Nobody thought Deion was going to stay there forever because, for one, HBCUs don't have any type of like athletic budget to where they can afford to keep somebody like Deion Sanders there. Not saying that Deion Sanders needs money, but Deion Sanders also is a competitor. He wants to coach at the highest of the highest level.
Right.
And it's a shame that some of the people who's going at Deion and some of the alumni aren't putting their money where their mouth is. If you want to keep cats like Deion, you need to put some money in the coffers. You know, like them Al Sharpton looking cats with the perm, they going in, but yet I don't see them fighting to get Jackson State money from the Mississippi State government.
They're not
doing anything.
This is why you coming fresh out right here.
I see them doing zilch.
Zero.
The fact that Deion, to me, he gave him 2 years. I was surprised he stayed that long. But
let's be clear, he didn't have to even go there. He could have went to a lower joint.
They had games on the NFL Network and other national broadcasts because Prime was there. So he was doing all he could. Not only that, he had the team out in Jackson when they had that water shortage.
Let's be clear,
doing all kinds of things out in the community.
Yep.
A lot of these cats throwing elbows at Prime. Was they out there in the streets in Jackson doing anything for the community?
Not for the water crisis and not for the alum. Or the not the alum. Well, the alum and the administrators.
That's what I thought. And Deion was actually begging people to come out.
Right.
He was on Twitter every other day begging people to come out to help.
Yeah. Yep.
He made it an event, man. And Miss LB saying she just read that the students are defacing Deion Sanders' mural at Jackson State, man. What you think about that?
Man, like we're mad at the wrong people. And it's unfortunate.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm sorry that folks are hurt in the HBCU community. Most of my family went to HBCUs. I have nothing against HBCUs at all. But this is the slander aimed at this man is wrong.
It
Again,
is.
I get what he said during his opening press conference, like he had a calling, God put him there, yada yada yada. I get that, but we got to stop taking things at face value like that, man. Like people talk, man. Like people say things. He was emotional. People say things. I'm not saying he's not to blame for putting that out there, but he said it. But at the end of the day, to me, he's done more for Jackson State than any other alum that I can think
Sure
of in a
has.
long time.
Sure
Long
has.
time. Just putting them on that pedestal. They was getting 5-star recruits, people who would never step foot on campus to play football. Not saying like not to go there, but again, when it's about the charades and not about the sports, the band directors and the band, they scholarship money goes further than the football and basketball team. So you can't get mad at Deion for taking that opportunity. You can't.
You can't.
That's my
Bebo,
piece
what
on
you
it.
thinking on that, man?
I support Deion Sanders for his transition to Colorado to serve as their head coach.
It's a big move,
And
man.
I would have supported Prime if he decided to stay at Jackson State instead as well.
Either way.
That's right. He's a God-fearing man.
Kenneth, what up?
Shout out. But he's, Deion's a God-fearing man, whose maker gave him a direction of not only where to go, but when and so forth in terms of what's best, not only for his maker, but also what's best for him as a father and a family man as well. So we got to consider that. In addition to which, and now let's go to a coaching career standpoint. Deion said himself in his own words that, or in so many words, that coaches are either elevated or terminated. You're either elevated up or eventually pushed out at some point.
You don't have a lifetime contract as a coach.
Correct.
It's about dubs it's about dubs.
That's right. That's
you
right.
Ain't winning, especially if you're a black coach. Your rope is so much shorter than the other delegation.
Oh yeah, and let's be clear, as J Camp indicated, this decision does affect a lot of people in terms of their thoughts and feelings. And we're with some of them, but those unnecessary criticisms, it's just that it's very unnecessary. So I think it's only fair to run through at least
out here wishing him to fail. Like I've seen some.
Some I saw that.
Of a preacher from my hometown, the biggest church in my hometown.
Not the preachers.
Yeah.
I'm praying you throw in the towel.
He was going at Deion because
I saw that, man.
That
wishing him to fail.
Yeah, he's a president of an HBCU, and of course he walked that back real quick.
You
when
better
people got on, like, okay, you a pastor and you wishing another man to fail in life? Come on, fam.
That's the
type of people that make it hard not to root for Deion to succeed.
And it's funny you mentioned that because we had just talked about the HBCU alums and so forth. They're the ones who, in some or most cases, have been failing their own educational institutions. Let's be clear. Yeah. Prime, he did everything he could have and should have and more. I think Deion does as much criticism that Deion has been getting. I think he deserves what he has been doing, at least to some degree. Out of 3 seasons was it? He won the 2021 and 2022 SWAC. Yep, back to back. Only losing 5 games total. 100% of them undefeated and this last season.
Was on national television a couple of times.
National television. So he brought them Good Morning America and national news stations to the HBCU.
Well, also Kenneth is also saying if Colorado fires him for losing in 3 or 4 years, Jackson State will take him back.
And
which
they
is
would,
funny.
Kenneth.
They would. But what's funny is I see him actually going to Florida. I think he'll be at Colorado for 2 years. I think he'll do a great job there recruiting. Yeah. And I think regardless of his record, he's going on to Florida. He's going to his alma mater.
FSU's coaches on notice right now.
You know what I'm saying? Fact.
Whatever he decides to do, he's well within his right because he's earned it. He's gained the wins, the dubs for Jackson State. He He went above and beyond in terms of securing sponsorships, uniforms. He upgraded the facility. He even cut the daggone grass at times.
He actually gave half his salary to there, and
Half his
also
salary.
used his own money to finish facilities as well, like you just said.
Yeah.
Devon saying an example of institutional power. MLB taking Jackie Robinson impacted in the Negro League until it died. Deion could have had a general effect for all HBCs, but it's unfair to put that much on so much man. And also, can I put on the Koofy real quick? Because actually, Deion, I mean, Scandalous is in the building. Before I go into Scandalous, I got to put the Koofy on real quick.
Go ahead.
If this was a black woman, would they even care? If this was a black woman, would they be going crazy for that woman? To me, and then also in a society where black heterosexual men are not valued, isn't it crazy how one black man can make so many people upset and mad? So again, it shows you the power of our melanin men. And to me, you should also use this as a understanding of your value that you have, and how one man, in my opinion, can, and I think the panel agrees that one man changed that whole environment. You know what I'm saying? He hollered at Michael Strahan and got him suits because they were all looking crazy. You know, he hollered at his connect with the airlines and got him connected on American Airlines. He did so many connects, man, that he did, man. And so to me, when you do, and then also
and the life lessons though, like all
the
those,
city should the school should have been finding ways to get him paid. So if you wanted him to stay there, make him the highest paid dude in college football. You know what I'm saying?
Similar
in the whole situation. So they should have been out there. They were, and to me, it's great what he was doing, but the school should have been basically going hard in the paint to try to pay that man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he's got to take care of his family. He can't do that giving up half his salary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Scandalous is saying Deion left those kids high and dry. Don't blame the students for being upset.
Wow.
Man, we got to put the coup for Scandalous.
Wow.
Go ahead, Scandalous. Go in.
So I see what Scandalous is saying, but I also understand what Jay Camp is saying, where, hey, it's basically what Deion said, man. Either you elevate or you get axed. You know what I'm saying? Or you get terminated when it comes to coaching in this crazy environment that we have with college football. What's your last final thoughts on this, though, Jay Camp and Bebo P?
Yeah, I'll just say, last thing is, I don't think Jackson State did everything in their power to keep him. I firmly believe that.
I think they just thought he was going to stay because he was going to stay.
The fact that you seen the dude, the little MC for the rival band director talking about, we knew you wasn't swag. That type of stuff was just foolish, man. That's why that type of vitriol and just pettiness is the reason why you got to run a professional ship. You know,
Jay Kim, what you think about what Scandalous said about he should have gave more time?
No, but that ain't the way like coaching works in college football, in college sports, period. Like you only have so many windows to jump in with college openings. Like, man, those jobs fill within like
they move,
they move quick, because you got to understand these other coaches have agents. Their agents are working every single phone line to get these guys jobs.
And you got to basically like, hey, you want to take it? Yes or no? We got to know in like 24 hours.
If you want it, you got to take it like ASAP, because it's gonna be gone.
Shout out to Mario in the building all day, man.
Good,
best
bro.
do-rag on the internet. Best do-rag. Come on, shout out to Mario, man.
Good.
Come on.
Best
go ahead and end this off, man.
Crease do-rag on the net.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You got that velvet. What is that, velvet?
What is that?
You know
Velvet? Yeah. I mean, again, the Deion Primetime Sanders, he's the highest performing coach.
LB. Colorado said that.
Yeah, fact.
They
did.
Fact. Yeah, but Primetime, he is the highest performing coach that won in a city that has no clean running water, and is also the first head coach from a HBCU to get hired on a Power 5, coaching career. So along with everything that we've said and some unspoken stuff, such as getting R to the O to the B to the B to the E to the D. Yeah, I think he deserves that $5 million or however much he's getting paid. He has single-handedly inspired by way of motivation, but not only symbolically but substantively handed them the blueprint. Jackson State, the blueprint to become successful, as well as other HBCUs.
The
So
blueprint has been laid.
yeah,
It doesn't take one. It's each one teach one. It doesn't take
yeah,
one. There's
absolutely.
other guys of Deion Sanders. I mean, I don't want to say Deion Sanders ilk, but there's other famous NFL players who's talked about wanting to get into coaching. These
He
are the
built this,
opportunities.
So now somebody
built
can just come on in and he can pass it down. You know what I'm saying?
pass
He
the
can pass
torch,
it.
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
He built the stature of not only himself, but Jackson State and his players. So he gets flowers from fresh out. Deion Sanders gets flowers from fresh out. And we wish him and his family not only the best, but I know his son is a football player too, from what I gather.
Yeah.
Quarterback, right?
So Devon's saying, I hope the opportunity for HBCUs to benefit Black athletes isn't lost, and I agree.
And 100%. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think this also helped because man, Jackson State got at least like 6 or 7 dudes on like
this thing. They're good for the next. If everybody stays, they're good for the next 2 or 3 years.
Hey, and for the record too, I just saw right before we went on live, Deion's not playing over there in Colorado because I guess there's a high schooler who initially was promised to be sent over to Colorado. It's no longer the case. With that, I think their record is 1-11 now. Deion's again not playing games. He's there to win, not to mollycoddle. So
Kenneth said if he donates half a salary, Colorado salary to Jackson, they still gonna be mad.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
We have to keep an eye on the media too.
That salary go to the band.
Right. We have to keep an eye on the media too, and in regards to how he does in leading Colorado to what wins or losses.
Hey man, this thing at Colorado, he's going to have a hard job because again, most players don't want to go to a cold place. He's actually got a coach. He's got to get that staff together. Jay Kemp knows more about this than I do, but again, he's going to have to really put his boots on the ground, man. And go hard in the paint.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Man saying they got me trapped. They can't keep a black man down on that.
Right.
Piece of two right out. Yes. Yeah, it must be the money, Miss LB.
Must be the money.
Well, hold on, let me put that money on. Must be the money. Yo. But like I said, salute to Deion, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And salute to Jackson State. Much love, man. Brittany Renner will be coming to Colorado. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. She's gonna give up that. She's gonna give it up. But we gotta talk about a real sellout. Oh.
Stop.
Where's
again.
Nightmare when you need him? This is the king of gentrification. Anytime they need to move somebody out the way, especially black people, they're gonna call Jay-Z, aka Gentrification Jay. You know what I'm saying? So again, Gentrification Jay's in the building.
Hey.
If you need somebody move, especially black folks, call Jay to give him 0.2%. To basically get on a panel of people to basically move people out of the way. They've called Jay-Z. First of all, this is a hip-hop show, and we're talking about him joining some other culture of elitists, let's say, to move some people in a casino into Times Square. This is a great move for, I don't know who's it for. I guess it's a great move for New York. But what's your guys' thoughts on Jay-Z? We're talking hip hop, and the only way we could put Jay-Z into the show is talking about real estate. What's your thoughts on Jay-Z trying to get a casino into Times Square? And Kenneth said,
stop it. I think you basically just took the words out of everybody's mouth. Like, it's not much I can really say, man. I mean, you right. When duty calls, Jay-Z is the one who's on the other end of the phone. When duty calls, he's on the other end of the phone.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
It is what it is.
It's funny. This dude Iceberg called him Gentrification Jay.
Gentrification Jay in the building. Let's tear down the buildings. Let's be clear. Hold on. Before you go in, Bebo P, let's be clear.
Yeah.
They made him a 0.2% owner of the Nets to gentrify Brooklyn. Let's go.
It's funny you say that because with this casino being built in Times Square, looks like Charlemagne and Gayle King's now going to have to find a different location for office space, because Charlemagne just realized while on air where this casino is going to be at in Times Square, and that's That's exactly where Charlemagne and Gayle King's offices are. So hey, Jay and his fellow investors, hey,
what did Snoop call Gayle King?
What didn't he call her at the time?
Miss LB said, I think it's funny that
man.
Nas said at the end of what the fuck that he might open a casino, and here comes Jay.
Yeah.
Let me put the kufi on for Miss
man.
LB.
Miss LB holding the kufi right
Dang.
Ain't that something?
Ain't
Kenneth
that
need to
something?
give
Like
Miss
that
LB
back.
them stop signs.
Dog,
Man,
stop.
stop.
It's known to corporate America that Jay can be bought.
Man.
Mm.
Eminent domain, anybody?
Dang.
Divine with that
Gentrification
uppercut.
Jay, man. I should have bought that building in Dumbo. Yeah, well, now you making up for it. Bebo P, keep going in though.
Like I said, eminent domain in the action here. You mentioned the Brooklyn Nets stadium situation several years ago. So this is how big business operates in some cases. But as far as Times Square having a casino, we'll just have to see whether or not it attracts a substantial crowd. It might, given the location. But as far as Jay-Z and his investors are concerned, it's really another major business move for him, as usual.
Yeah.
Possibly to replace the whole Bacardi Douce debacle and situation. But we'll just have to see what happens with it.
Again, Dame says, I want to own an NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
Then he starts trying to own an NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
Then Nas says, I'm going to open up a casino. Then he says he's trying to get on the team to get a casino. And we're not talking about him with hip hop at all. I'm not saying he has to be limited to that. Everybody can grow, do their thing. But again, it's just disappointment. It's almost like going to heaven seeing God smoking crack.
I mean, we know at this point in time, Jay-Z is removed from hip hop. So we might as well talk hip hop.
So thank you, Jay Kemp. We're going to talk some hip hop, man, because Jay-Z just let everybody down, man. So we're going to lift everybody up by talking about some hip hop. It's going to be dope tonight. We're going to talk about the best of 2022, all things hip hop. So we got a dope show for you. Jay Kemp and Bebo P are going in tonight, man. Like, there's no skip. There's no Shannon, none of that, man. It's Bebo P and Jay Kemp tonight, going head to head, man, giving y'all the best picks of 2022 when it comes to hip hop. So we're gonna start with a couple categories and then get to the finale, which is the hip hop albums of 2022, the best ones, and they're gonna crown somebody the best album of 2022. I want you guys in the chat to chime in on these topics, man, and see what's going on. The first topic tonight is, drum roll, please, comeback artist of the year. Who do you guys have for the best artist that came back heavy this year, man, to go in and basically drop great lyrics, great albums, great singles, anything that you thought? Are you guys' favorite comeback artist of the year? I got mine, but who you got?
Go ahead, Bebo. I'll let you kick this off.
This one has to go to more than one person, and my selection is Black Star.
Ooh, okay.
Black Star.
All right.
So
they
gave us
Bebo right here.
Okay. Oh yeah. You already know what it is, Jake.
Black Star, Most Def, you know what I'm saying? Talib, you know what I'm saying? Yasin Bey.
Talib Kweli, absolutely. I mean, they gave us a classic in their self-titled album back in '98. And that was produced entirely by High Tech. Classic album again.
Classic
and since then, we haven't had another album from Yasin Bey and Talib Kweli since from then until this year's No Fear of Time, which dropped in May of 2022. That's almost 24 years, folks. And when that No Fear of Time actually dropped, that too ended up being an album that could be argued as a soon-to-be classic over time, of course, and that was produced entirely by Madlib. So salute to Black Star. But go ahead, J Camp. I'm gonna pass the torch.
It's funny because I had an inkling he was gonna say Black Star, but I honestly thought you was gonna say something else. And me and
What'd you
Bebo
think I was gonna say though?
we
What'd
did
you think?
not discuss these topics
yeah.
like at
Right.
all.
Right.
So,
we didn't.
I'm hearing it for the first time because I was like,
Yeah.
so I'm
We
about to hit Bebo P.
And like, let's be clear,
We
this
didn't
might
do
be the win, man. This might be the one because the last time they dropped the album was in '98. So again,
98,
Yeah.
and that's
Sheesh.
exactly why I
coming
have
back,
Black
that's strong.
Star
Pause.
as
Yeah.
like that is definition of a comeback
Yeah.
artist.
Yes.
They have not dropped in 20
Shamario
years.
said Black Star, I agree, but I pay paying no app to get the album.
Oh,
Mario,
gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
love hip hop, big dog.
Facts.
And
I feel you
these-
too,
and
man.
these
I
two dudes,
had to
Oh,
steal it.
yeah.
I ain't gonna
Different.
front. I stole it.
even
man.
though
Sorry,
I ain't gonna
guys.
lie, we did pitch in.
Yeah.
We pitched
Yeah.
in.
We
and
pitched
copied.
in to get it.
But I mean, the album was raw. It sounded like something that was
Yeah.
recorded in
Right.
the basement. It was the definition of like throwback hip hop.
Right.
But I don't see how you can say comeback without naming Black Star, who has not dropped
Exactly.
an album in that long, man. I mean,
Right.
that was.
Hey, Cody's in the building, man. Shout out all
Shout out to
day.
Cody.
Gotta get the AK,
Cody
man.
Lee.
Salute. I
mean,
and motherfucking
and again-
Esquire had a good comeback album this year too.
Okay.
Fact.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out, shout
I
out.
agree.
I mean, I know. I
agree.
think Miss LB said Gibbs, but Gibbs has been dropping consistently.
Gibbs been
though,
dropping,
Yes.
year to
Yes.
year.
So
He's been
Respect
hot.
to that
they
answer,
definitely
though.
get the honorable mention on the comeback though. Like, I mean, let's be
Ooh.
clear though. To get punched, beat up on camera, your girl's on
Oh.
on OF,
Yeah.
and still drop a classic, and you got
Well,
beat up by Benny the
If you
Butcher.
look at
now?
it, if you look at it that way, I agree. But
Hold
you
on.
can
Carmen's in the
argue
building.
that-
Shout out Carmen.
Carmen,
Shout out to
salute.
All
Carmen.
day. Shout out what's going
But
down.
you can also argue that Gibbs had the best album in 2020 and 2021.
You
Facts,
could.
facts,
That could be
facts,
argued.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the,
why
that's the
that's why
only
you couldn't
reason
fresh
why
out.
I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
not
you're
give
right.
him comeback because
Right.
he's been dominant, man. He's
He
been on a
has.
dominant run.
Yeah.
I couldn't give
Yeah.
it to Gibbs, but salute to Gibbs though. He's still putting out
Oh
classics.
yeah. Yeah. Salute to.
Still putting
Yeah,
out
that
Gangsta
classics.
song
Gibbs.
favorite is my favorite on the album. Yep.
Oh, there you
Black
go.
Star-
Man's
Black
also
Star
saying
gets
Bumpy and
my,
that Corey. Yeah, that Motrill. Yeah, I
Ooh.
like that joint. That was
It
serious.
was. Ooh,
Grown
yeah.
folks music too.
Oh
Grown
yeah.
folks music.
Devon
Black
said, "I love Black Star." Just throwing Core Mega into the mix.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
throw it,
Devon,
yeah.
Devon, we here because
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
front.
we
Cormega
are- we
had
are
a nice
here.
comeback. Let's be
Yeah,
clear. Cormega
the
had a
realest
nice
part
comeback.
too.
Let's be clear. This is why, hey, our chat is lit.
Cormega for about 2 weeks. We've been talking
Yeah.
about Cormega for a
We
minute.
have.
too,
We
so.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly,
offline,
Cody.
yeah.
Yep.
And 2019
Cody's
with
in, yeah,
Bandana.
they in the
Yeah.
back, yeah, all day.
I mean, you can
Yep.
argue that dude had 3 straight albums of just
Yeah.
flame.
Yeah.
Okay, so J Cam, who's your comeback joint?
I'm saying Black Star. That's why. I
Okay,
have my,
Black Star. So Black Star won that one. We good on that one. Okay, so and everybody's agreeing with y'all for the most part, right? And yeah,
Nah,
Cody
we had
also
some-
said Cormega. I forgot about Cormega. Y'all right? Yeah, facts.
Hey,
Mhm.
Cormega came with it.
Yes,
facts.
he did.
With it.
Yeah.
Man's also saying, "Oh man, he's in his bag."
Man.
That Paul Wall and terminology. Yeah, that album was
Yes.
slept on, bro. I
Yeah.
gotta get an AK. for that. They
salute,
slept on it
Yes.
all
bro.
day.
Yes,
That
mad
was a
salute.
dope album that hardly anybody talked about this year.
Facts.
That was a dope
Right.
album. 100%.
still is. Yeah,
dope.
yeah,
It
yeah.
Still is. Yes.
All
The next
day.
situation we got, man, tonight is the best independent artist, man. No label, no building. Just like Charlemagne's about to have no building, no A&R, no nothing, man. Just straight, in the bag artist, man. Who y'all got, man, for the best independent artist of 2022?
I'll kick this one off.
Okay.
I swear I hate that I got to pull a Bebo P because my head is definitely saying Currency, but that's such a easy.
That's
Like
easy.
a cop out.
That's easy.
That's a
Okay.
cop out if I say Currency. I mean, and salute to Spitter. You know what I'm saying? He's the hardest working.
Shout out
cat.
Spitter.
Yeah.
And Don is dope too. Shout out Spitter and
Ooh,
Don.
yeah.
Is dope.
Yeah,
Yes,
and Don
yes.
is dope. But I got to
Shout
go
out,
with Planet
y'all.
Asia, man. Planet Asia.
Ooh, nice.
That's another dude that's having a serious
Facts. Ooh.
run.
And he's
Right
about to drop
now.
another one, like you said in the group chat.
Yeah,
And he's
with
about to drop one with
Mad
who?
Lib.
Mad Lib.
Lib. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I
Yeah.
could have said Spitter because that just would have been just obvious. But I have to
Okay.
be a contrarian. I got to go with Planet Asia. man.
Wow.
I got to go with Planet Asia.
Bebo, what you got, man, on this one, man? Favorite independent artist, man, that dropped this year. No label, no nothing, no building.
I went ahead and went with Nas.
Ooh.
Not only is he the artist of 2022, obviously, in a lot of our opinions, but he's also up there in terms of owning his own label with mass appeal. He obviously with his solo run alongside with Hit Boy over the last few years with the King's Disease and the Magic albums this past 3 years or however many technically.
I ain't mad at that pick.
And along with that, we had Dave East drop a solid project under Nas's mass appeal, and DJ Premier with the Hip Hop 50 Volume 1 under the same label. So let me be clear. I ain't mad because I have Planet Asia up here. So like Jay Camp said, we great minds think alike here at Fresh Out, but I'm gonna go ahead and give mine to Nas. So shout out.
I gotta give an honorable mention just to Vic Spencer real quick, man. We gotta salute.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Absolutely. And dropped how many albums? 4 albums this year. 4 albums.
Trust me. Yes. When I made my list, Vic was in that top 5.
Vic was
mine too.
Agreed. I gotta agree. Nas. Yeah. Man saying Dave East, man, all day. Yes. Facts.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We gotta talk. That's the independent artist, man. So we got Comeback was Black Star. Independent was or is
Planet Asia.
Nas. Okay, so now we got to go with the OG that came back, man. Heavy, man. Who's the OG that came back strong? Talking about, man, strong for this year.
And see, this is funny because I had Nas for this one.
Okay. All right.
And I put Nas in here too because he did the joint with 21 Savage, which was OG
salute.
move.
Thank you for being in here.
of the year. So not only did I feel that Nas was just he put a bow on 2022, but I felt that he's the best OG. I mean, who I can't name it's hard even calling Nas an OG.
It's funny calling Nas OG.
He definitely is one though. Yeah, it is hard.
Still got that baby face, man. Whatever he's doing, I need to know what he's doing.
Whatever he's doing, we need that.
Man saying that Snoop Dogg, man, was serious too.
Oh, that's the
Back on Death Row. Yeah,
Back on Death Row was a problem. Well, we did a preview on that too, man.
Facts.
Check that out. But
Carmen saying Nas too, bro.
Yeah,
facts,
nice selection there.
Nas ages like fine wine. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But he's still an OG to us. You know what I'm saying? Because the bars is OG, but it's hard for me not to say.
Everybody agreeing with you. Shamario said Nas.
Yeah.
He's giving that nod to Snoop too. Devon saying Nas as well.
Ooh, okay.
Kendrick saying Nas, yeah. He's going in. Bebo, what you thinking, man?
Well,
you gonna sweep it?
I'm gonna go a different route, but that's not to disagree with J Camp or the majority of people responding to this one in the chats, because Nas is definitely that OG, 49-year-old legend. That's a Mount Rushmore artist in hip hop. That's hard to disagree with. And this is the one that I've been itching to talk about for several months. And I'm saying this because we didn't necessarily have this planned out way back then as far as the best OG. I just wanted to acknowledge this man. I'm going to mention Ice-T.
Okay.
I'm going to mention Ice-T. He was, he was on the Games album, the double album Drillmatic, The Heart versus Mine, and he rapped that chorus from the classic song of his during the crack era, that was released, Colors back in '88. On Game Song One Time. He was on Rock Marciano and Alchemist, The Elephant Man's Bones. Yep. He narrated an epic story.
This is why you come fresh out
on the horns of Abraxas, and he rapped as a feature on RJ Payne's Bullets and Broken Glass along with Bun B.
Which was a great song.
Yes,
Billy Bars in the building real quick. Billy Bars was goody. He said, shout out to Billy Bars.
Hey, if I get outvoted on this, trust me, I'm with y'all. I'm just saying, I definitely want Ice-T to get his flowers because he hasn't. I haven't seen this much notoriety of him. And not even music related. He's the longest running male actor on television. Fact. So we got. I mean, it's not music related, but he's definitely got notoriety in the industry of entertainment. So I'm with y'all on the Nas OG. What's that?
That's a good one though, bro. I mean,
man,
like,
I've
No,
been
it's a
itching
good one.
for
Hey,
that.
shout out Ice T,
You-
man.
you
Shout out, hey
stated
man,
your-
shout out real quick, Locksmith Jeremy in the building with that
He's the
crazy
That
whatever
profile
that
pic,
is,
man.
man. That big
Oh,
and then he's in the
man.
building. He's saying MC Search, McLovin's in the building too.
McLovin,
Shout out
yes.
McLovin,
Yeah.
Nas all day and Sunday.
Hey,
Sunday.
hey,
Yes,
I'll-
I got the
again,
AK
I'm
for
with
both of y'all,
y'all.
man.
I'm with y'all, but I gotta throw Ice T in the ring. Just
I'm
to
not
throw him in
mad
there.
at that. I'm not mad at that.
Devon saying he's not pure hip hop, but Danger Mouse produced the hell out of Cheat.
Hey,
come on,
Devon.
And Devon's in there.
We gonna get there.
We are
gonna
gonna
get
get there.
Yeah,
Lisa saying Nas, man.
Nas,
Gene,
yeah,
hold on.
Nas.
Gene's in the building. Shout out to
Gene,
Gene.
what's
happening? What's
Beasley
happening?
in the building. Got to get
Welcome
an
Yeah.
back,
AK.
Gene.
Yeah,
Mike
back.
100 saying
Mike
Esco,
100.
Mike
Day One
100.
Club, Mike 100, Day One Club.
Yeah.
No,
What's up?
You know what I'm
Day
saying?
Oneer.
Kenneth.
Devon right about the
Runner.
Danger Mouse facts.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Shamario saying, how does Nas not have gray hair? Facts.
He said
He
has
ain't using
to
no
use
dye either. He ain't got that little
No,
Beijing in the
no.
joint either, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then Black Star dropped the shit too.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
need them to
we
come
just-
back. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they could win the
Yeah, they got
OG
come-
too. Facts.
They could have been the
Yeah.
OGs too.
Carmen.
They
Facts.
could have
Yeah.
been, yeah.
I'm in a nightmare walking.
Psychopath talking.
That locksmith,
Stop it.
man.
You went like
Stop
phew,
it.
over there. New Jack
Right.
Hustler still going hard. Facts, man. Ice T in the building, man. All day.
New Jack Hustler.
Ice T being on SVU. Hey, man, he's the reason why I started watching SVU.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
The reason why
Tutuola.
anybody started watching it.
Finn Tutuola.
Massive Pill just for men. Dog,
Just
got
for
that Massive
men.
Pill just for men. Just for men. Facts.
Stop it, scandalous.
That 5 minute. Yeah, we gotta even give you the coof, man, at 46:21.
Right.
So yeah, shout out to the OGs, man. The OGs had a good
Yes.
year this too, man.
They
Shout out
did.
to
Man,
the
Oh,
OGs,
real
yes,
good year.
yes.
It's more we could have named too.
Facts.
It is.
Had a good
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, Scandalous over here clowning, of course.
Yeah,
Man. You know,
yeah,
shout out to
Scandalous
Scandalous,
is
man.
wild.
If y'all not following DJ Scandalous, go follow him all day long. Salute
Absolutely.
to Scandalous all
Please.
day. But we got to talk about, shout out to Miss LB. So, of course, we got to talk about the ladies. The ladies. Who's your favorite female artist, man, this year? And y'all better not say Glorilla. That's Scandalous' favorite chick, man, and he likes her, man. He thinks she's hot. She thinks she's hot.
Come
with
on, man. After that freestyle, Glorilla was on my list. Come on. son.
Nah.
Oh, we
come
know,
on.
we know she was and still is.
No, man, that's no. Y'all can snatch my IP and kick me off this live if I name her. But
So who
anyhow,
y'all got on the female joint, though?
I mean, I got Shay Noor.
Okay,
Best female.
okay. Yeah, man says same doing. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same here,
Yeah.
bro. Same here.
facts. Oh, hold
I
up, man.
was
Shout
gonna
out to AZ on the OG too,
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way.
Shout-
I don't
Yes.
Definitely shout out to
Yes.
AZ.
Oh,
love
yeah.
Gene.
Oh, yeah.
facts. But Shay Noir, yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, that's probably my pick too.
Shout out to
yep.
Geechee Suede too on the OG.
Geechee Suede.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
still doing this thing too.
Yes.
Mario went in with
yes.
the Armani Caesar.
She was-
She was
definitely thought about-
Armani. Shout out
Ooh,
to
she's-
Mario.
She might be number two
Yeah, Shay
or
Noir.
secondary.
Who you
but
got, though,
she's
Bebo?
right there. Same answer as yours,
Yeah,
Shay
man.
Noir.
Shay Noir,
Shay
man.
Noir,
Gotta give
man.
it to
She's
her.
simply put, she's the best modern day lyricist that happens to be a female. Followed by the fact that she dropped 2 extremely solid LPs in 2022, as well as the fact that she shines. Always shines as a feature on other rappers' songs that she rocks with. So yeah, Shay Noir.
Devon said I got the judge and Tasha K's case.
Oh man,
We gotta drop a
man.
bomb on that
you
one,
and Cardi
man.
B both.
Nah, you and Cardi. Yeah, Cardi's gangster with it. Cardi want that bread.
Man.
But going back, Scandalous said on the OG, Nah deserves his flowers. Old dude has a hip hop 50 brand to giving back to hip hop. Only other one doing that is LL. Shout out to both of them, man. Classic.
Yes.
legendary,
LL
man.
is up there for
too.
the OG one too. Yes.
Kenneth said y'all not picking Ice Spice.
I think J Camp had that as number 2.
Stop.
Maybe for a twerk competition, man. That's about
Somebody-
it, man.
Somebody give Kenneth them stop signs.
Nah.
About
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Dude, come on. And first of all, like, take that wig off, man. Take that wig off. You embarrassing us. Like, stop all
Right.
that, man.
Take that monkey. off. You
you
embarrassing.
Miss LB said I want to say Rhapsody.
I
But
wanted
she
to say
only did
rap
one
too,
song,
because
Remy,
rap
yeah.
is
She
Yeah.
did some on that
Rap is
DJ Premier
nice.
joint. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's the one she talking about with
Yeah,
Remy.
facts. Yeah,
Remy
facts.
rap,
Rap.
Remy rap
Yeah,
on that
Remy
DJ
rap.
Yeah, that was
Premier
dope.
hip hop.
Shout out Miss
50.
LB though, man.
Yeah.
Anytime we can talk about Rhapsody, we want to talk about her, man. Come on, man.
Oh,
And
yeah,
she's
yeah,
icy too.
salutes.
Let's stop the
Yes.
cap. But yeah, I gotta go with
Rhapsody
Shade
and
Noir, man.
Remy,
She dropped
both
what, 2 records this year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Two.
Food
Two.
for
Shout out
thought
to her,
was-
man.
was my-
Come on,
my
get out of
ish.
here with the sweetie boo, man. If anything, I think she hit everybody in the whole crew, didn't she?
Oh,
She got more. She got the most bodies this year. You know what I'm saying?
Gene must like that sweetie sauce.
Yeah, she got the sweetie sauce with the diamond and boo.
Pause.
But we got to go from the females to the lyricists, man. And not saying they don't have no lyrics, but we got to talk about the best lyricists, man, this year that y'all got, man. Bebo P, Jane Camp are telling us their official picks for the best lyricists. But who's the chat got for the best lyricists this year?
Let us know.
Big Daddy, Shamari is saying Big Daddy Kane for verse of the year.
That Big Daddy
Verse of the
Kane
year.
verse.
You
was
talking about
heavy
on that
Busta.
slap
On
joint?
that Buster joint, yeah.
On that Busta joint.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yes. Shout
Yeah,
out
you
to
know what?
BDK.
Shamari
Legend.
got me over here thinking.
You got
about that,
you
know
got
what I
everything.
mean?
Let us
You got
know.
me thinking.
Okay.
Hip Hop
Okay.
Method in the building, man. You
Shout
gotta
out
give
to
the
Hip Hop
AK, man.
Method.
Salute coming through.
Hip Hop Method
Hip Hop
versus
Method.
Nas.
He's saying Nas
Okay.
for the best lyricist.
I'm gonna let you go
Matt
first.
saying
this
Nas,
time,
J.
Bebo.
Cole.
Okay. Nas, J. Cole. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine, I selected Black Thought and then Nas.
This dude just
Big
select the
Bebo
whole
once
field.
again.
I want everybody.
Yeah.
Once
I mean,
again.
it's kind of, man.
Those two are just supreme right now.
Yeah,
man.
fact.
Yeah. I mean, because,
Those two, next level.
yeah. I mean, you already know what Black Thought does. And you already know what Nas does, but Nas went back in his 9-3 bag, 9-2, 93 bag on the KD3 album.
Fact.
And
Yeah,
Black Thought, he just does what Black Thought always does.
Right.
So
Always does.
gosh, so I had to throw
So
both
consistent.
names in the pot, kind of equidistant.
Shout out to Rocco
Yeah.
for the ladies too. The man's talking
Because
about
it's
too,
hard.
by the way.
It's hard not to salute Black Thought.
Right.
With
Oh,
not
yeah.
only
The bar
the
is
cheat
silly.
codes
On
the
the
that
cheat
he
code. Yeah,
had.
cheat codes is a masterclass.
But
Let's be clear.
anytime he's on a show freestyling, he just shows time and time and time again how
That's right,
elite
Yes.
of a rhymer. I'm not talking just like poet. I'm talking about just a pure bona fide
Yes.
somebody who just got bars.
Right.
Like just rhymer. Black Thought is that dude. I mean,
Yes.
I'm not. I had both dudes too. I put Black Thought / Nas. Like if I could just make one man pause, it would be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if KRS-One had a baby, you get Black Thought and
Hey,
Nas.
baby.
basically, like,
Yeah.
KRS-One
Dude, I don't know how to
and
pronounce his
Rakim
name, but he's saying
had a
Nas, man.
baby.
Shout out to you, man, and coming
Shout out
through,
to
man.
Nas.
Shout out.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
I definitely got
Nas.
Esco up there too.
Kenneth
Hey,
saying JID. He threw
I ain't mad
JID
at
up in
that.
there too.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm not
I'm
mad
mad
at
at
that,
JID.
man.
Hey man,
JID
that we're gonna
is
talk about
just
his album later on. But
talented.
Nas,
Yes.
Black Thought, JID.
Yes. Yeah.
JID
I ain't
is
mad at
supremely
I ain't mad at
talented.
that.
Like,
Busta saying, Miss LB saying, take Busta out that pig though.
Oh.
We gonna have to spank you tonight, Miss LB.
Hold
going
on, Miss
in.
LB. We might have to put you in timeout.
He said somebody took some water and put it on the fuse, dog. Come on,
Miss LB, I ain't
man.
mad.
And
at
that's
you,
first of
though.
all,
I would just
Carmen bucked him last week.
Yeah,
Carmen
I
bucked him on
disappointed.
Saturday.
Yep.
J. Cole
I was
verse on Johnny
disappointed
P.
with Busta.
Yeah, man, that verse was
Busta
crazy.
had us waiting for that album, and it was a
Yeah.
dud to me.
You see, I put Busta behind the logo anyway on that pick. Esco can clearly get all these categories facts.
He can.
John saying Nazir Jones, Shamario saying Black Star, and 38 Special. Yes. 38
I ain't mad at
38
Special
Special could have been
either.
the comeback. 38 Special could have been comeback player too.
38
Ooh.
Special.
Iceberg, I was thinking about him too. Iceberg
Yeah.
for 38 Special.
Yvonne
Yeah.
saying
38 Special definitely
the
could have been
comeback?
comeback artist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about that.
McLovin saying Esco, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Oh,
boy,
man,
boy,
Sri
boy.
Lanka's in the building.
Sri
Sri
RJ's up in here,
Lanka,
man.
Russia
Salute.
J, what's happening?
It's hard not to go with Esco though. I mean, it
Fact,
really is.
Esco could win it all
it's hard.
almost, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Fact.
yeah.
Miss LB
Yeah,
clowning
y'all
tonight.
cheating. Y'all cheating, man. Saying
Yeah.
Hip Hop Method saying
go.
Black Thought's freestyle on that Funk Flex,
Hey.
man. Yeah, it's classic. Everything he does is
every
classic.
time that dude freestyles, it's just something immaculate. every
So
single
right now, y'all
time.
giving the
Yeah.
dub to Nas and Black Thought
Yep,
They got
equally.
to.
for best
Got to.
lyricist.
Equally,
Okay.
yeah.
Got to.
Okay, we're gonna flip the table, actually, man, and go to the best
The
DJ this
turntables.
year. The turntables, man.
Yeah.
Who killed it this year, man? Because a lot of I'm gonna say something, man. This y'all show, but I gotta throw a hat in the ring after y'all get in, man. Because I don't even like the dude.
Well, I have someone who's killing it industry wise, and then I have someone who just kills it just in general all the time. But
okay.
I'm gonna definitely go with Primo as far as like for me, like best DJ.
Dropped the
But
album this year.
I'm
Yep,
giving
he did.
another nod to Jazzy Jeff, who I feel like is the best DJ's DJ. Jazzy
Man.
Jeff
Yeah,
is.
man.
If you ever get a chance to watch just like some of his YouTubes and when he's performing, like in clubs and stuff, man, that dude is just.
Yeah, he's deep. Yeah,
It
it's a
reminds me of
whole
that.
nother level.
It's a whole nother level. Like
Right. Right.
if it was DJ competitions, that dude would never lose. He just
Right,
wouldn't.
man.
I mean, he's good. I mean, like the ones and twos just come natural to Jazzy Jeff, like
They do.
100%. But I gotta go
RPK
Primo
Slade
and
too, man.
RPK
You know what I'm
Slade.
saying? You gotta give him an honorable mention.
RPK
Yeah.
Slade.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
honorary mention
Rest in
to
peace.
Drama. Drama had a lot of really good albums this
Yeah,
year.
he did. Yeah.
So honorable mention. To
He had a
him.
nice
Yeah,
run. Drama did.
He
Yeah.
has, but I gotta
I'm
go
a bear
Primo,
saying
though.
Jazzy too, man. Definitely
Man,
Jazzy Jeff.
is he's different.
Yeah.
Jazzy is
Yeah.
different on the ones and twos. Different.
Man.
Bebo, who you got though, man?
I'm gonna have my selection is DJ Drama.
Mm.
And for the same reason that you fellas just mentioned. I mean, he's just been on a serious run in 2022 with
Yeah, true DJ.
the Gangsta Grills with Jim Jones. We set the trends. The Gangsta Grills, The World Is Yours. Was there another Gangsta Grills? Oh yeah, with Snoop Dogg. So it's at least 3 Gangsta
Jeezy.
Grills. Yep, Jeezy, that Snowfall with Jeezy. He had one called Misguided with OMB Peasy. He had that joint that we reviewed by Simba. Results take time.
Oh yeah. The Simba joint. I forgot that was a drama joint too.
That joint.
Oh, yeah.
Hurt too, man. Shout out.
Oh
RJ.
yeah. The God Save the Raid with David Sebastian and Dave East, Book of David. So secondly,
Facts.
oh gosh, secondly, you guys just reminded me of Jazzy Jeff and what he's been doing on, just kind of keeping folks motivated on social media on the DJ circuit. Because my second was DJ Premier.
Okay.
But now with you guys mentioning DJ Jazzy Jeff, I'm gonna have to make that maybe a tie between Premier and Jazzy Jeff because we can't leave out Premier. He released a roll through from beginning to end 5-song Hip Hop 50 EP Volume 1. He did That Time Is Rough with it was on that Black Soprano Family. Live Long DJ Shay, I think it was what it was.
Yep.
He produced on the Prodigy joint. Sonny Jim, he did something for Sonny Jim and the Purist, and I think a couple or a few other cats. So we can't leave that out.
If Jeff is like as a Marvel character, that man is like straight God level.
Man,
DJ.
and that's what I gotta put them as a tie. But yeah,
Well,
shout out
this
to
is the
DJ
thing, man.
Jazzy Jeff too. He's been killing it.
Kenneth is agreeing with me. What about DJ Scandalous? DJ Scandalous is the best DJ ever. Salute DJ Scandalous. Salute
DJ
man, got
Scandalous.
those Scandalous in there.
Everyone's true favorite DJ.
True favorite.
Oh yeah,
man. Let's go. Man.
yeah. We just didn't want to be biased.
Yeah, we don't want to be biased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like
we
for your
say
cousin.
DJ Scandalous, and then y'all be like, "Oh, y'all just trying to."
Man, y'all trying to be cool with
right.
Hey man,
right.
Shout out to Scandalous, but my other situation was Funk Flex. And I don't like Funk Flex, man. But Funk Flex, let's be clear, man. He brought a lot of dudes out this year.
He did.
Let's be clear.
Sure did.
I mean, he does a lot of suspect stuff, man, by getting surgeries on his abdomen and bull.
An extra fart sound.
Dog. But you got to salute, him for doing his job, man.
Yeah,
This
give
year,
credit
man,
where
he
it's
did his
due.
job, man.
Yeah.
Scandalous is also saying Cluminati. You know what I'm saying?
Illuminati,
Shout
what's
out
up,
to Clue,
DJ
man, for
Clue?
holding
Shout
it
out,
down, man.
salute
Drop
to
a
you,
drop a
man.
bomb for Scandalous, just in
Yeah.
DJ Clue's honors. Just
Hey,
drop a
I'm glad you mentioned that, DJ Scandalous, because we need DJ Clue. DJ Clue, if you're listening, we need another what would I call it? Return of the professional. That's what I would
Right,
call
yeah,
it.
we need that DJ Scandalous return of the president. He said that's my catchphrase of your favorite DJ's favorite DJ.
Yeah,
man, all day,
yeah.
man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we need some scratches on the intro, man. We need that.
Oh yeah.
Man,
We need
somebody
that,
saying
son.
Tony Touch, man, said
Tony
Tony Touch.
Toka.
Yep.
Hey,
D
shout out
Nice
to Tony
too. Hey, he
Touch.
always got that nice flat brim. Shout out to D
Yeah.
Nice, man.
D Nice.
Yeah,
Him and Knife
shout out
want
to
to be
Knife
killing
Wonder,
on
too.
Instagram. Facts.
Salute,
Yeah,
salute.
Shout out to
all
Knife
day.
too.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, peace to Knife.
Carmen
Peace to
said
Tony
agreeing with Kenneth all
Yeah.
day.
All day.
Yeah, come on, man. We gotta get Scandalous in there.
You already know
McLovin, man.
Scandalous,
You know what I'm saying?
McLovin all
DJ
day.
Scratch, D Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, DJ
Of
Scratch.
course, Mama
Yeah.
Bear saying love Scandalous. DJ Jazzy Jeff inspired a generation, though. You know what I'm saying? Mama. And Vlad, for the worst
Hey,
DJ.
that is a supreme bonus. Salute to Hip Hop Method.
His
How many
hip hop
farts do we
method
got for DJ
clowning
Vlad?
tonight. We love it.
Man,
How
yeah,
many farts do we
yeah.
got
We
for
definitely
DJ
need the
Vlad?
farts for Vlad.
Hold on, man. Let me get that
These
fart
five.
for 5 for the FBI.
Yeah.
For the federales, right?
I'm a federale. Okay. The
Federale Vlad.
Agafish that.
DJ Agafish.
And the DJ Academics, he need about 5 of them.
Oh, wow.
DJ Cassidy too, yeah, man.
Wow.
Stop it, Miss
Wow.
LBC.
Wow. Y'all, how did y'all just shift the category
Somebody
from best to
needs
worst?
Pull Miss LB's internet connection right now for that DJ.
This ain't Miss LB over there probably in some lingerie with a drink, just typing and wilding tonight. She just typing,
got a little moonshine,
a glass of wine.
drink.
A little something
She
up
got a
in here.
glass of that good wine too.
Yeah, she got that good wine. You know what I'm saying? That
Probably got
brandy.
some Earl
you know what I'm saying?
Stevens.
That Earl
She got the Earl
Stevens.
Stevens.
That Earl Stevens.
Facts
that
on the
Boone's
academics,
Farm,
man. Big facts, man. The worst category, that.
Man.
Yeah, it's a thin
It's
line.
a thin line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
much love,
Vlad,
though.
yeah, it's
Much
pretty
love.
bad.
Yeah.
But
much love to you.
shout out to all the dope DJs out there holding it down, man.
Yes.
Shout out DJ Scandalous, man, too, man. Always rocking with us,
Absolutely.
man.
Right, hold it down.
Absolutely.
Holding it down.
That's right.
DJ Scandalous, baby.
Hold it down.
I'm legally blind.
New catchphrase.
Oh yeah. Hey, if y'all
DJ
haven't
Scandalous,
yet,
hold it down.
if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. If you're feeling frisky, financially, hit us up on the Cash App and the Super Chats. And if you're joining us midway throughout the show, it ain't too late. Welcome to Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast, the new Rap City. Let's
Man,
go.
and Miss LB says she in the lingerie, dog. Oh,
Oh.
I am, y'all. Okay, Miss LB.
Yeah, my chicken.
Yeah.
She over there on some Marcus Dolly.
Marcus.
Speaking
I'm
of
not wearing
Marcus, we
any
gotta talk about the best
panties.
producer, man,
All
tonight,
right.
man. The best
All right.
producer holding it down, man. Shout out to
Hold
Q-Tip,
it
man, all
down.
day long in the picture. But who's your favorite, or in your opinion, the best producer that held it down? I know who my pick is, but who is you guys' pick for the best
J Camp, you got to go first.
producer? And me and Scan was talking about this earlier, just on the chat. But who's your best producer?
Oh man, listen. Hey, I got to go with a dude who's just been super consistent since like 2019.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Pumping out classics out there. I got to go with Alchemist, man. Like I went back and forth between
I play
him, Madlib, even a couple of other cats. You know what I'm saying? I was going back and forth with, but at the end of the day, I gotta go with Alchemist. He got too much flame out there for multiple artists. Hit Boy was on my list too. I'm glad y'all saying that. Sometimes I don't want to go with the obvious at times.
right.
But I do
I
feel
feel
like Alchemist though has been consistent over a long stretch up until this point. But that's me.
J
Because
Camp.
I mean, the fact that he dropped that he dropped that Spitter album and that Elephant Bone, man, this year. Those were two just heavy hitters on the production. But Hit Boy too. Shout out, man. Salute to Hit Boy because Hit Boy
Yeah.
probably has the gem of 2022.
The gym.
Let's
Yeah,
be
he
honest.
just
does.
got the whole Ruby. You know what I'm saying? They
He's
got, that
the
Ruby.
Oh
He
yeah.
got the
saying?
Ruby of 2022. I just
Yep.
want to make sure I showed the Alchemist some
He got
love,
the Miss
though.
LB. It must be a nibble because I'm drooling.
Stop. Stop it.
You need
Must
some
be a nibble
milk.
because I'm drooling.
Yeah,
Man.
But salute,
Hey,
salute to
McLovin's
Hit Boy,
on
though.
it. Yeah, Hit Boy Alchemist, man. Who you got though?
Man.
Hit,
Bebo
Hit
P,
Boy
man?
he got the Ruby.
Facts.
You
Yeah.
got Bebo.
Yeah.
Everything that J Camp said is exactly what I was thinking. Because my immediate go-to was like, my immediate go-to was Hit Boy. Like, yeah, Hit Boy. But then I thought about like, wait a second. No. Yeah, yes, but no. Because you got to give credence to the Alchemist. And I don't say that with
he's busy.
any regret at all.
No,
In
Hit
addition
Boy
to
kills.
he's yeah, because like you said, Hit
Kills.
Boy had the gym, but I had to make sure I took off my bias opinion, and then I was like, man, Alchemist has been killing and is still killing it. In addition to
Still
the
killing it,
catalog, you
bro.
mentioned J Camp. He produced like what 6-7 songs on that Tana Talk 4.
He did.
A
You can
couple on that
argue
Conway.
That's one of the best albums of 2022.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, Spit is what was that? Continuance? Was that Continuance?
Yeah,
You got so many
Continuum.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Continuance.
that's why I said if you look
yeah.
at it since 2019, because come on, fam, Alfredo
Yeah.
is still one of the best albums of the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
That
He
Alfredo
produced.
was heavy.
Yeah. He even produced with speaking of Hit Boy, he produced with Nas and Cormega on Glorious. He produced on West Side's Gun 10 on the Posse cut. Forgot the name of it. The Black Soprano Families, Pandemic
Fatty
Flow.
With him and Spitter had that
Yeah.
fatty joint that was
Yep.
exclusively produced by
Yep.
Alchemist. I mean,
Yep.
that dude's been on a run, man. Look,
He has.
listen.
He even produced with Dr. Dre this year. For this year. The
been on a
GTA
run,
album,
man.
that Diamond Mine with Nipsey Hussle and Ty Dolla $ign. Come on now.
That
Yeah, it's
Man saying
Alchemist.
Hit Boy got all the Infinity Stones though, y'all.
Let me say, I'll
He's
say a
saying he
third
got all the
one.
Infinity Stone.
I'll say a third one, and I know y'all can agree with Madlib being a right there. Madlib being a number 3.
That's why I said I was going back and forth. Like
Facts.
Yeah.
Alchemist, Madlib, Hit Boy.
Yeah.
Madlib still has one of the best produced albums with that with
Black
your boy
Star.
with Dudley.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
Black Star too. But
Okay.
then he dropped the joint with Dudley, with the classic throwback sound that nobody has really been able to duplicate yet this year. So I do want to make sure I give Madlib his flowers.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Shamario saying that whoever made that Space Rabbit, man, on that Freddie Gibbs deserves to be fired.
Crazy beat, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, Shamario.
RJ's trolling. He said, DJ, we the best music.
Hey,
DJ
yo,
Beijing.
DJ, we the best music.
We the best,
forward
man.
one
Buy
time.
my Jordans. But to
DJ
me, y'all right
Ghost.
on it. To me, it's Madlib number 3, and you can kind of flip
Hit Boy and Alchemist.
Hit Boy and Alchemist.
Yeah,
man. Real
yeah.
talk, man. They
Yeah.
pretty much about to troll. You can say to
Yeah.
me, Hit Boy did the best project in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Alchemist has done a spread of all those
Yes.
albums. He's
Multiple
consistent on
artists,
so
too.
many albums. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
the most powerful versus the
Facts.
most the well-versed numerical amount of beats that was
Right.
produced. So
Mhm.
yeah, you're right.
And I do
Iceberg.
want to salute Apollo Brown too.
Yes,
Because
yes,
Apollo Brown
yes.
has been a monster too. These Harry Fraud.
yeah,
Apollo
man,
Brown
man
has
saying
been
it,
a-
man. We
has been a
got to
monster
show
too.
some of the Harry Fraud Metro Boomin. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, you do.
absolutely.
Metro,
Yes.
man. To me, he's the best rap producer in my opinion, man. He's
Yeah.
going in my opinion, rap
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah,
Harry
shout out to the
Fraud,
great
man,
producers,
hip-hop,
though,
yeah.
man. Shout out
Yeah.
to the great producers, especially the ones that
Facts.
gave us classics this year.
Facts.
Yes.
But Madden said
Yeah.
Hit Boy got the Infinity Stones right now.
Yeah, he does.
Fact.
right.
Mine's right. You got the Infinity Stone. You can't knock that. But to me, just spread projects, man. Alchemist is just killing it. And to me, man, he brought out the best in Rock Marciano, in my opinion, too.
Right. Right.
Alchemist been success over like
He has.
Yeah.
That's what I was
just
saying, Power.
nonstop.
And welcome, my brother.
Welcome,
I said
Power.
Oh,
Yes.
Power 600, man. I'm over here thinking the Power has been in here. Shout out to Power 600 in the
All
building,
day.
Day One Club all day long. Got to throw
since
that
about
all day.
2018, Power.
You know what I'm saying?
Alchemist been going hard.
Coming through.
Pause. Alchemist been going strong. Pause again.
$5 for a night of sneaker club. Yeah, man. I'm not going to no sneaker clubs for no $5.
Man.
Scanless saying I put Metro Boomin up there because he took Khaled's blueprint with his own releases and actually produced the beat.
That's true.
Metro Boomin's a
true.
beast, man.
He is a beast.
Metro
man.
Boomin.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Young cat too, man. Shout out to him.
I'd put him up there too. I'd put Metro
Yeah.
Boomin up there in the top roster of producers.
Easily,
Absolutely.
Easily.
And these are hip hop
Rushmore
cats
right
giving
now.
Metro Boomin respect. You know what I'm
Metro
saying?
Boomin and Harry Fraud as well. I forgot to mention that.
All day.
Oh, man.
Nick
That
Craven.
album,
I mean,
38.
it's a
Nick
lot
Craven,
of really good
yeah.
producers out there.
Yes.
A lot of really good producers.
First of all, man, tonight we talking about this is what y'all came here for, man. The top 10 albums of the year, hip hop
I
albums.
want y'all to say that we suck, we trash, all that.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So
Please.
Let us know.
we're talking about the hip hop albums of the year. This is Bebo P, J Camp. You know, they give me the exclusive, but they gotta give you some honorable mention before we go into top 10. So y'all take the floor, man.
Actually, real quick as a heads up, this isn't like a top 10 in terms of 1 through 10 or 10 through 1 in any particular order per se.
No particular order. We just naming
This
our
is-
10 favorite.
Yeah, that came to mind, and it was very difficult to come
Very
up with, such a limited amount of honorable mentions, as well as what we're about to get into with the top 10 as well. But
Exactly.
yeah, we did want to throw that
Exactly.
preliminary out there because it was just so much.
I mean,
so much of this, and then dang,
So
it
much of
was
this,
just so much of
that.
that.
Because when you start ranking, and then you think of something else, like Bebo P might name another album. I'm like, man, but who would you take off this list to put that person up there? And when you start thinking, you start bumping people down. So
because
this is
hip hop
actually
was
hard
so
because this was a great year for hip hop.
awesome year in
was a
2022.
phenomenal year.
Yes,
we could have named 25 albums easily. That we could have
easily
talked about. That was a great album. But
yeah,
without further ado,
so here's
We'll
the
go ahead
honorable
and get
mentions
into it.
first for you guys, right?
Yep.
Honorable mentions.
Elzai Zeitgeist,
guys, which was a crazy
album.
Crazy
Shout out
album.
Elzai. Detroit in the building.
Freddie Gibbs,
Detroit
Sold
building.
Separately.
Classic.
To me, some of the best producers that probably never even got in a room together, and the album sounded so cohesive. You know what I'm saying?
You
With
took
so
it right
many
from me.
producers.
You took it
Took
from
it
me.
right from us, man.
Yeah.
And really, all these on this honorable mention
pick.
list easily could have been in the top 10 list that we want to unveil.
Yes.
As well. But I think Devon mentioned Cormega.
Cormega.
Listen,
Yep. Cormega's the
went back and
realness
forth
too.
on Cormega because
We did.
we was like, man, do we need to slide Cormega up into that top 10?
Right.
The album was crazy, by the way.
Right. Smoke Dizza, Nimlo, and 183rd
Yo.
Diplomatic Immunity.
Shout out
Probably
to
one of the best
Harlem.
album covers too. He had the best
Shout
album
out
cover.
to
That little
Harlem
bottle
because
was-
that album was Harlem through and through. Like the
Facts.
bars,
Oh, yeah.
the swag, it was wavy. I mean,
183
that was
crazy, you know what I'm saying?
No skips. 183 killed the
Right.
beats. No
Yes.
skips on that album. One of my
Right.
favorite albums of the year. Shout out to
Yes.
Diplomatic Immunity.
Yes.
He
and
could have
of
got
course-
come back too, in my opinion, too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah,
Shay
come back
Noir's
to
food. Yeah. And Shay Noir's Food for Thought.
Yeah,
Yep.
crazy. Shout out
Which,
Shay
we
Noir.
had talked about, she dropped 2 albums this year, but that Food for Thought
That
was
Food for
just a
Thought was
phenomenal
heavy.
and solid project.
It was
Yes.
heavy.
With every track that was
Yeah.
somewhat food or consumption related, so to speak.
Consumption
or-
related. Yep.
Yeah, but it was just phenomenal songs that were cohesive, and she did her thing, and she's still continuing to do so in
Miss
2022 and
LB,
beyond.
we knew you was gonna come with them
Exactly.
darts,
We
them
knew.
arrows,
Yeah.
But we
Uh-oh.
prepared. Miss
Who I need to talk to? Uh-oh.
We prepared Miss LB to go
We are.
in.
Yeah.
We prepared
yeah.
because we knew we got
Yep.
2 albums on this top 10 that we know people are going to just be
We
like,
knew.
well, WTF are y'all talking about? But we gonna give y'all our reasonings behind it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But,
So
you
without
guys,
further ado,
let us know what you
ready to
guys
roll?
think, though. Real quick in the chat, let us know what you think your honorable mentions are. 5 honorable 5 honorable mentions of 2022 are in the
Super
comment section.
underrated, Power. Super
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
super underrated.
But yes,
Yeah.
Iceberg. We're ready.
Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna talk about these top 10 albums, man. J Camp started off, man, with number 10, man. Y'all go in, man. Y'all got the floor tonight, man.
And again, these albums are in no particular order.
Right.
But number 10, Benny the Butcher, Time to Talk, Fido.
4. Man.
4.
Man.
This album
Man,
was,
come on,
to
man.
me, was, you can argue this might be Benny's like best album, like crafted, because a lot of people was like, man, we missed that Benny with Derringer. We missed that Benny. We missed the Benny who was throwing darts at the board, Benny. And this is what he gave you. I mean, this album had no skips. It was just continuing to hit you with banger after banger after banger after banger.
Right.
Time to Talk 4 is one of the best albums of 2022, bar none.
Facts.
I wish somebody would challenge me on that. This album was heavy. It just was.
To me, man, it just showed how great he is, man, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. The 9th one that we're gonna go with is Red Veil, album titled Learn to Swim.
Ooh, young
cat, just with a essence type of flow, that 90s essence type of flow. The beats are just absolutely bananas from beginning to end. He definitely hit me out of nowhere at the early portion of 2022. Phenomenal artist, phenomenal album. Definitely deserves more shine than what he's been getting, but definitely check him out if you haven't. He definitely blew our minds this year.
Oh, blew our minds. I mean, we did a review of this album too, but the fact that this cat is producing his own stuff, both visually, sonically, and crafting every single track on his album, all the concepts is coming from him.
Yep.
And this album was just crazy, man. I mean,
yeah,
I heard it and I was just blown away. And I mean, when I heard it, somebody put me on the Red Veil, and it's like my first time hearing it. And then I kind of put Bebo P on it. He was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, yep. J Camp did put me onto it.
Who was this?
That was like, bars of the week early this year.
Bars of the week.
It was. Oh yeah. J Camp got that call. He got that call from me once I heard that, boy.
I said, this kid is different. Like I felt that, like when I heard JID for the first time and when I heard Kendrick for the first time. That was the feeling I got when I heard Red Veil.
Right.
Again, like I said, man, if y'all not checking out the Red Veil, you gotta check it out, man. Again, it's been bars a week. J Camp put everybody on. Let's give first of all, let's give J Camp.
I gotta give my homie P Jack credit, man. He put me on. You know what I'm saying?
Flowers to both of y'all.
Fresh out, man. Like it's crazy. So let's be clear. Number 10 was Tanner Talk 4.
Yep.
9 was the Red Veil.
Learning to Swim
was number 8, man.
That's your go, J Camp.
Rock Marciano and Alchemist, Elephant Man Bones. Y'all know the deal.
Man, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Not a whole lot really needs to be said with this one. The production was just ignorant. The album flowed. Again, this is another one of them no skips. The swag, like the classic rock swag.
Elegant Gangster.
Classic Alchemist production. The song titles just being crazy. The features
nuts. Ice-T on there talking.
Like, just perfect blends of the feature. Like sometimes like cats have a feature on the album, but it don't really work. Like it don't sound, it don't flow well. And you can tell Rock and Alchemist were in the studio on this one. We talked about the same thing with Hit Boy and Nas. You can tell when the producer and the MCs in the studio and they're crafting. I mean, because Rock is a producer himself. We could have put him as producer of the year himself. So this was a great album. It was definitely worth the purchase for us, and I'm glad we were able to review it. And it definitely is in our top 10 for 2022.
Let us know too what you guys' top 10s are as we're kind of going in and chopping in.
Definitely.
But like I said, so far, man, we got Tanner Talk 4, Learn to Swim, Elephant Man's Bones. What's up next, B-Bo?
So the next one that I have, or rather we have, is Five Dogs Forever. Now, this one, I mean, the lyrics, the flows, Five Dog,
Features.
whatever, yeah, the features just on point as expected whenever you hear Five Dog. But the way that they cared for this project, both during and after Fife's untimely passing, was just nothing short of phenomenal. This album was my favorite album and best album, ranked at #1 of 2022, and I think it was Icebergs as well at the time.
For a long time.
For a
This was our
very
favorite
long
A lot of
time.
people slept on this album too. Let's be clear.
Yes, but and again, what we're listing it, or rather, what Iceberg's listing on the in the chat section, in the comments or so forth. These aren't in order, but Five Dog definitely deserves a mention as one of the best, having one of the best albums of 2022. I mean, it's
Easily.
just, easily. I mean, easily. So he did not disappoint. And if you haven't heard it, definitely rush to listen to that album immediately after you get off of Fresh Out. Not now, but at the end of Fresh Out.
Shout out to Power 600. Knots, man, killed it. Yeah, facts, man.
Yes, Knots.
Killed
Yes,
that, man.
yes,
Shout out to
yes.
Knots, man. He could be producer of the year, but one of the producers of the year too, man. Or honorable mention.
Yes,
clear, you know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes.
Yeah. But this album was crazy, man. And shout out to
Shout
man.
out
He's
to,
saying that
SLB
the
and
Method Man at
Madden.
Meth Lab season 3. I agree. That was one of the
yes.
dope albums
Shout
too,
out
man.
to that.
Honorable mention all
Man,
day
I was
long.
so proud of Meth too. That was one of
Yeah.
his
Yes.
best projects that he put
Yeah.
out in a long
Yeah.
time.
Really, it
Shout out
is.
to Meth
facts,
for
man.
that. Shout out to
Facts.
Meth.
Yep.
Facts. What's next on the list? Oh, what's next on the list? Not in order, but on you guys' list for top
On the
10
list.
hip hop albums of the year. Everybody's gonna be stealing this list, by the way, too. So let's be
I
clear.
doubt it.
Next week, tomorrow, you're gonna hear a lot of websites talking about this list.
Yep.
I doubt it, but I mean, me and Bebo didn't really have to debate too hard about this one either. But we had Black Star as well in our top 10.
Yes, sir.
Even though a lot of people didn't get to hear it, because unfortunately it was on a different streaming platform. And shout out to Yasin Bey and to Liz for not wanting
shout out.
to put dollars into Apple's pockets, Spotify.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All those cats, man. They kind of wanted to own their own creativity. But this was definitely a dope project. Madlib, of course, as we all know, exclusively produced this album. If you are a fan of that Lupe album that also kind of had like that basement throwback sound, the Black Star had the same exact sound. Like it sounded like it was just crafted like in somebody's like bedroom, you know, just this real throwback, like the old Woo albums. Just sounding like
36 Chambers type of quality.
Recorded in RZA's crib. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of vibe that the Black Star had, and Madlib just killed the production.
It was purposely kind of rough sounding in terms of the mix. So yeah, but it's still it's like a quality roughness to it. High quality roughness. Yeah.
A salute to Black Thought too, who I feel had one of the best verses of the year on that album. It might be the best verse of the. I know we mentioned Big Daddy Kane having one of the best verses of the year.
Shout out Madden on that Cypress Hill, man. Black Milk, yes.
Shout out to Detroit too, man.
Shout out Detroit, man, all day.
Great,
man, that's a classic, man.
Great producer.
Shout out to Black Star, man. Again, man, it's working out for him, man.
Oh, and shout out to Yummy Bingham too.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Yummy. All day. Shout out Yummy Bingham in the building, man. Holding it down, man. She's in Atlanta too, man. Working on new music. Shout out to Yummy.
Yes, indeed.
Number 6, man. Not in order, but number 6 was that Black Star, No Fear of Time, man. What's number 5 right now? First of all, what y'all thinking so far, man? Again, if we recap, man, Benny the Butcher, Tanner Talk 4, Red Velv, Learn to Swim, Rock Marciano, the Elephant Man's Bones, Fife Dog with the Forever Joint, do grand opening, grand closing, one of the best to me albums that they crafted for him, man. After his death, it was amazing. Black Star, that's the 10 through 5, man. You know what I'm saying? Or 10 through 6. What's his number 5 for the people, J. Kent?
Should be Bebo P.
Yeah.
for people.
Oh, you good. You're good. Number 5, we're gonna go with K Dot, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Hot Stepper. Just the really the impact of and the braveness of that album. You got to give it up to him.
Facts.
For what he was willing to share on that album. Just no, I haven't heard any. I don't think any of us has heard anybody do that before. And when I say do that, what I'm talking about is discuss things that are extremely uncomfortable in talking about within our society. Extremely difficult to talk about when it comes to various elements within our family structure that get swept under the rug, but exposed in the format of an album.
Hey, man.
Okay, LB. Okay, Miss LB. All right.
Miss
Hey,
LB
it's
going in
all
with the
love.
brandy tonight,
all
man.
love.
We
Not
see you.
that,
The mid-steppers.
Mid-steppers.
Mr. Mid-steppers.
Nights I wish like this.
This, the
If
raindrops would fall. So, Miss LB, were you feeling that album? Yes or no? Let us know in the chat, man. Was you feeling that or not?
I guarantee you she wasn't. She said, "Oh hell,
yeah.
hell
Madden saying it
no."
was different, but it took but I took it for what it was, experimental. It was good. Hip Hop Method, Ransom, No Rest for the Wicked. Yeah, honorable mentions, facts. Yeah, facts. Purple Heart featuring Tony Starks and that Summer Walker, facts.
Was
Yeah,
one
oh
of my
yeah, the
favorite
Purple Heart.
joints.
Ooh.
Was one of my favorite
Crazy.
joints on that Power. 100%.
Okay, yeah, the push. Yeah, push all
We talked
day.
about that,
We
man.
talked
We
about
talked about the
all
push.
that. We talked about all
Talked
that.
about the
man.
push.
Went back and forth on that one.
Yeah.
Went back and forth on that one.
Kendrick brings core pain to forefront. Yeah.
I agree with Bebo P, man. I think Kendrick touched on a lot of subjects that we as people, especially in our delegation, need to really talk about.
Right.
You know,
Jackson State need that album right now.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about his aunt being a she-man, like all you know what I'm saying? Like so many different things that we sweep under the rug as people. Like I mean, Kendrick was being real with this album. Like, it may not be the best sonically, and I don't even think that was the purpose. Kendrick easily could have made an album that people can vibe to, but I think he wanted to really talk about things that ails our delegation, and I feel like a lot of those topics hit home. They really do, because we try to act like everything is all good, and it ain't all good, because we not only as men, but just as people in general, we don't like to express like problems, deep emotions. We don't talk. Like, we have an issue with communication. I think what Kendrick was trying to convey in this album was just we need to sit down and really discuss.
It was a lot of growth on the album.
Right.
Yeah, because we all know, even when we go to the family Christmas party, stop it, Gene.
Never a Jack Harlow.
We fart on that Jack Harlow.
We all know that the people who's having issues, but nobody
talks about it. Yeah.
Nobody ever. People want to sweep it under the rug. We got to stop doing that, man. We got to start really loving one another and actually come together and talk about these issues. We're never going to grow as a community if we don't do that. I feel like that's what Kendrick was trying to come across.
Exactly.
And to me, nobody can make that album but Kendrick. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could spend that kind of money
more
on an album
for impact, not really sonically, but just for impact and what it meant to hip hop. This album was needed.
Right.
This album was needed.
Awesome clarification there.
And again, this is why you couldn't fresh out, because we're going to talk about stuff that most platforms are not going to talk about. We're talking about stuff all over the spectrum, man, not just the boom bap hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
Again, that's the 10 through 5. What's next on the list for you guys?
This is the one that we knew folks like Miss LB was going to take issue with. A lot of people was going to take issue with, but we had to put the LES.
LA dollar sign.
We had to put this on.
Motion, baby.
This album, in the same vein as that Drip-O-Matic Immunity, represented a city so well. Like, this album is Houston. This album is South. The whole vibe is, I felt like, just like what Nas does, when he's rapping about Queens. We feel like we in the front seat with Nas. We feel like we in the
Facts.
studio with Nas. I felt like LES was taking us through a journey through Houston. This album is our favorite rappers in Houston. We want them to put together albums like what LES did. This album was just,
Yeah.
and it's a roll through, no skips.
It is.
Me and
Let's be
Bebo
clear,
P
like
felt-
only one feature too.
only
One.
one feature. And me and Bebo P felt like we had to give this dude flowers for putting his city on his back. That's what we ask artists to do. Represent yourself, but also
There you
represent your
go.
city and make
Absolutely.
good music. This album.
If y'all
was
haven't
dope.
peeped the LES, man, like again, this dude is
Dope.
from Houston. He's not your typical syrup rapper. This dude
No.
got bars, man. You know what I'm
He
saying?
got bars, the groove,
Yeah.
it's grown, it's contemporary adult music.
Yep.
It really is. It's fresh out stamped. I put it that way.
Slab
It's
all
fresh-
day
fresh out stamped
with the stamp of approval, baby.
with that.
You already
stamp.
know.
Karma says she took LES last Saturday's show. It was dope. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
facts, man.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
it's-
It's a
yeah, you gotta definitely
smooth
check that out.
album.
It's smooth, man.
Smooth
It's
slab.
definitely something. Miss LB with the outfit she has on right now in that cognac, it'll be perfect for her.
I'll be
You know
it'd
what
be
I'm saying?
perfect. Like to me, the LES,
Yeah,
with
yeah, though.
Miss LB's wine is when she's drinking that
Mhm.
Earl Stevens would be perfect. Perfect with that
Yeah.
lingerie. With
That
that
lingerie.
lingerie.
That lingerie.
RJ saying it's really difficult to pick albums in numbers because these albums are different flavors, but
Facts.
Nas should be number one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and like I said, we're not
exactly.
picking out. This is out of order. We just filling up
this
the
is out of
bottle.
order.
Filling up
We
the bottle. You know
just
what I'm
throwing
saying?
them out there.
Yeah,
throwing them
yeah.
out there.
No particular order.
Yeah.
Yes,
Start to finish.
facts.
Yeah,
yes,
power,
power.
facts, yeah.
That
Power. Yeah,
Power.
we just talked about that
terminology
power too. Yeah, shout out
was
power.
also Houston heavy. Houston,
Yes,
Texas
yes.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we, like I said, we
Same
speaking
thing.
for all regions, man. Real talk. We speaking from West Coast to East, man. So, shout out to LES, man. He dropped a classic in my opinion, man. This
He
year.
dropped a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
That was number 5. Was number 4, guys.
So, exactly.
Dun, 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 dun.
This one was a kind of a 2-part answer. We're gonna go with JID/Earth Gang. You know, with JID with that Forever album. What was it? Forever Story album.
Yeah.
And Earth Gang with the
Ghetto Gods.
G letter word. You know what I'm saying? Like they are, as J Camp said right before we went on the Tonight Show here, you know, they're essentially one and the same in a way. Of course, they are their own entities, but their vibe is very, very, very similar. You could say that they are an extension from the Dungeon Family type of sound.
Facts.
Yeah, and they represent that sound as well as
ATL
and the South extremely well.
In the new South too, not that old, not
Right.
the old South. This new South
Right.
is swaggy.
Right, it's real swaggy, but the core of that music that we used to get from Outkast and Goody
Mud.
Mob.
The
Yeah,
mud,
again,
man.
yeah, absolutely. You're definitely getting that in great quality. I'd argue to say Earth Gang was probably the first album that I could think of, or at least one of the first albums of 2022 that was like, yo,
Facts.
that's one of the best one.
Facts,
100%.
Hip Hop Method.
Yes,
Facts.
Hip Hop Method said JID is the most improved artist of the year 2022 to
When you think
Hip
about
Hop
where he's
Method.
came
Yes,
from
yes.
DiCaprio, from the
Yes.
DiCaprio 3 to where he is
Yep.
now,
Yeah,
sky's the limit for that kid, man.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
absolutely. So shout out to JID, shout out to Earth Gang. Y'all keep that thing going.
Train moving, man.
It's hard. It is hard to
Yeah.
skip a song on those
It's
projects
hard.
that they just released
Oh.
too. It's very hard to skip a song. So wanted to throw that in there too. Great job.
Shout out
Again,
to
this was a
Greenville.
double pick, man. JID and Earth Gang, that Forever Story,
Oh, yeah.
crazy album, and that Ghetto Guys. Most people forgot about it because it came out so early this year.
Right.
That album was serious, man. If you haven't added that to your playlist, please add it to your playlist. You know what I'm saying? Black. What's the next one? You, J Kent, what you got on there, man, for the next joint?
I think you started with a black.
And we got and also hold up, man. JR saying or RJ saying JID, man, kind of master. Exactly. He agrees with that.
Hey,
Yes,
Facts.
yes.
Agrees with that.
JID different.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? Earth Gang is different. Like the type of music they putting out, like Bebo P said, like we are fans of the Dungeon Family. We grew up
Facts. Yeah.
listening to Goody Mob,
We did.
Outkast,
Yes.
the Witch Doctor.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
You know what I'm
Slim
saying?
cut of Calhoun, the coolest cut
all the
that can.
Calhoun.
But a watch
We
for the
grew up
hook.
listening to all
Yeah.
that. So that's them kids are an extension from that. So it makes me feel good to feel like that sound that the Dungeon Family had put out back in the 90s is still going. Man, that
Yes.
dope don't sell itself.
Yeah,
I agree with that. That Chains album was
a lot of people slept on that.
Yeah, it was.
People
It was a
slept
nice
on
album.
People
Yeah.
slept on it. Flowers to Chains on that. Definitely
Yeah,
Flowers
shout out to
to
2
Chains on that.
Chains.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Number 2, we get into the last 2 entries, man.
Last 2 entries, man. We got to go with that Black Thought and Danger Mouse.
Tough.
The first series of this was great. The second series of this was even better. These guys have proven to be a hell of a combination, Black Thought and DJ Danger Mouse. They continue to be like some of these other duos as far as MC and producer. They're hitting the bullseye, they're hitting the target, you know what I'm saying, and not really missing. This album was definitely for the hip hop purists, for the hip hop head. You know, had depth all across the board. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this album was just meaningful from the rooter to the tutor. Shout out to Black Thought for always giving us what we asked for with the bars. I think we already gave him and Nas both their flowers for being the lyricists of the year, because neither one of them guys really miss whenever they grab the mic. I mean, I've never heard Black Thought or Nas spit a bad verse, even if it's over just boo-boo production. You know what I'm saying?
And Miss LB, yeah, this is technically number 3.
This is
no, did we skip
number
3?
3.
No, wait.
Well,
wait a minute.
JID and Earth Gang was 3 and 4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No,
this is number 2.
This
is number 2. Yeah,
number 2. Yeah, because LES should have technically been number 7, and JID and Earth Gang was number 8. I think that's where you might have fell off at. Davis was on JID and Earth Gang, which actually combined into one slot.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
But anyhow, we should be on number 9 technically, Miss LB. Yeah. Apologize for the technical difficulty from one iceberg. Slim. Sugar Daddy Slim.
There you go.
Well, anyhow, that is our number 9.
Black Thought came through. Yes, that
came through with it.
I think that people didn't know what to expect from such a combination to drop an album in Cheat Codes for the very first time, not only in 2022, but just period. But it ended up being one of the best albums, and arguably to some people, just like the Fife and maybe some other albums, some people do feel like it's the best. And J Camp, you mentioned this off live, but I agree with you. I think that DJ Danger Mouse proved himself on Cheat Codes to be the hit boy, his hit boy, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know,
McLovin kind of
McLovin just came through with the Hulk Hogan boot. You know when Hulk Hogan come off the top ropes with that boot to the chin.
Nas messed it up. It could have been Black Thought's year.
It could have been.
Yeah.
But I don't even think Black Thought feels that way, to be all the way real. I think Black Thought,
I don't think so either.
I think he loves the fact that Nas he took it.
Oh yeah.
He took it. It is
took
what
it,
it is.
Ran with it, and it just
Mash and Black Thought was underrated.
The mashes.
The mashes. Look,
career just continued to prove the haters wrong.
That this dude rocks with a band. I've said
Yes.
this numerous times on this show, but if you go to a live Root show, these dudes make music on stage. Like they just will create a song on the stage. And like a real MC, Black Thought just gets up there freestyling, and the band just starts playing behind him, and it turns into a song.
Yep,
They
in and
end
of
up having
itself.
a hook and everything. I've never, to me, that's the most unbelievable song creation I've ever seen.
So
You know
for
what I'm
that,
saying?
so
Like,
for it to go ahead, brother.
that's the reason why I've always given Black Thought like that
Yeah,
supreme deity MC status. Because if you can make music, great music, on the fly with a band, that's different. That's different. Like that's a different level of MCing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the true when we think about Kool Herc and all those cats back in the day where they were at parties just making songs out the blue.
right.
When you just had a DJ
Grooving
and a
and all
mic.
that.
And you just grooving and it turns into a song. Somebody ends up recording it. That's what Black Thought been doing with the Roots for years. Most of their albums it's basically just them vibing, having a session. The same thing with Erykah Badu when she made Tyrone. That came out of a session where they were just grooving.
Grooving.
So to go from that to stepping outside of that comfort zone of rocking with the Roots band for several years and rocking with like a Ninth Wonder for a couple of projects, the Streams of Thought, Volume 1 and 2. I know Crisis produced, I think, one of those tracks, but still, combine it with the transition into 2020.
Shout out Brazil in the building, of course.
Yes,
man.
peace to Brazil, Paulo, Sergio.
Man.
Shout out.
Sergio in the building,
yeah,
man.
but to go from that, to even what we have in cheat codes, it just Black Thought proved himself yet once again, as he always does, as not only an elite artist, but a lyricist, but an elite artist that crafted a phenomenal, non-skippable hip hop album this year. So salute to Black Thought and DJ Danger Mouse.
And of course, y'all got the number one. Y'all know what it is, right?
Yep. Before we go into number one, I have a feeling J Camp might step back in here shortly. But while we're waiting to see what takes place, again, welcome. We appreciate y'all for joining and rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast, Rap City No Basement. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell. If you feel up to it, if you're feeling frisky, go ahead and hit that Cash App and super chat, with a little donation if you don't mind, if you can. And if not, that's cool too. But I think that we should all share number one.
J Cam, you got that last number one?
Actually, Bebo P technically got this last.
I do, but let's share that one.
We can let the chat go ahead and just
let the chat rock that because y'all know what it is.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, man. That Nizzy, all day.
Exactly.
NAS, Nas.
Exactly. And it's not that we did that purposely. It just happened to be the order on the list.
It is. Nas's King's Disease 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Like we've talked about this album so much, but it's such a gem. And I don't think it never ceases to amaze anybody. A, how great Nas is, but B, just how dominant this album was. I mean,
it's still getting rotation.
It still gets rotation. I don't know if anybody really thought it was going to be this good. I mean, I went into it with no expectations because I didn't want, I'm such a fan. I didn't want to be disappointed. I was like one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like when your favorite hooper.
And you said that on live. You said that.
Yeah. When your favorite hooper don't drop 40 the night you go see him play, you know what I'm saying? You pay the ticket. That's how I was with Nas. I was like, you know what? I'm going to it with no expectations. I'm going to think, I know it's going to be good. But is it going to be a classic? I don't know. I don't want to put that type of pressure on myself, on my listening ears. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a classic. To me, KD3 is the best one out the series. To me, it's not really a competition.
You're right.
Esco did.
Right.
Esco did. I don't think it's a competition as far as like which one was the best. And I'm glad the last was the best because that's how it should be. It should transcend. Like if there's a curved line, just like in economics, we want to see it. We want to see it go in that direction. You know what I'm saying?
We wanted to be like LB the Podfather and jump the proverbial shark.
Stop.
Yeah.
Like the proverbial shark.
Shark. So again, if y'all don't know, not in any order, 10 the Tanner Talk, 9 4, 9 was a Red Veil, learn to swim, Not, 8 was the Elephant Man Bone that Rock Marciano Alchemist. 7 was the Fife Dog Forever. 6 was the Black Star No Fear Time. We got 5 on the K Dot. Man, I think I did 5 twice. LES on the 4, that motion. Please check out the LES, man. Houston representative. Number 3 was JID and the Earth Grain Ghetto Guys and the Forever Story. 2 was a Black Thought, Danger Mouse, Cheat Codes, and a Nas, that KD3 with Hit Boy. Again, what's your thoughts on this list, man? Again, it was curated by the amazing Bebo P and J Camp. Again, salute you guys, man.
We debated.
Let's debate these. Let's debate this real quick, man. Do you guys agree with just this? Not in the order, but just the albums. What's missing? What do you like? You know what I'm saying?
Let us know. Let us know.
This list to me is golden, man. It's golden. Top 10. Lisa saying she going to bed. Good night, man. Yeah,
good night to you too, Lisa. We appreciate your attendance.
Hip Hop Meta said great list. It was a tough year.
Oh, and it was tough to come up with the list. Yeah. Very tough.
It was Miss LB saying it was
except
a great
for
list.
Number 1. That's right. Yeah.
And we know
we know Miss LB is gonna keep it 1,000.
Miss LB with the lean with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. She gonna keep it 1,000 every time.
There you go. There you go.
But like I said, man, this list was dope. The only one Power 600 said was missing was his
that was we had Pusha T on the list.
Who
did we take out? We substituted Shay Noor for Pusha T.
Right.
We went back and forth on that. We actually had Freddie on the list in the top 10, I want to say, initially.
I think so. Yeah.
But we
somebody being petty up in this joint though.
We had Joey Badass. We had Joey Badass on there.
Joey Badass, yeah. With that 2000 album,
off the list because it was some other cats who we felt that was just bringing that heat.
And that's the thing is just if
we're gonna talk more about this on Saturday though, for sure.
Yep.
Like we gonna get into the honorable mentions, the people that we didn't mention. Like we gonna go further into this.
We gotta talk about the push, definitely.
Because we're gonna talk about the Paul Wall, the Terminology, the Push. There's some other albums too that we didn't mention. The West Side, the Fly God. Like there's some other albums that we didn't even mention that we felt was also deserving. We just couldn't put it above others.
Carmen saying that Busta didn't make the list.
Stop it, Carmen.
Stop again.
If this was the Busta that came out last year, it would have been on the list.
Yeah, it would have been different.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No Ransom.
The thing is,
we talked about Ransom and 38 Special too.
Yeah.
But Madman, we gonna talk about that though, fam. We gonna talk about that on Saturday.
Miss LB said K-Dot though bringing the heat. J Camp.
Listen. We're gonna have to get your wine. We're gonna have to figure out what you really sipping on. Making sure you sipping on the wine.
Sipping on this scissor.
Get your mind right. It's gonna get your mind.
She's not feeling K-Dot at
all. Miss LB came with the smoke tonight.
I feel you though. The
smoke.
K-Dot can really go over your head sonically. I completely get that. And that's throwing no shade to anybody who feels like K-Dot was weak. I mean, I can't even fault you for saying that at all.
Right.
600 saying that no Black Sopranos family.
Listen, that's why we want
Saturday
y'all to pull out these albums because we're gonna talk about every single one of these. The Black Sopranos, every one that y'all throw out that y'all feel that should be on the list. We're gonna dive into it and we're gonna talk about it because y'all could be right and we could be foolish. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely do it. Like
they gave y'all 15 albums just off the honorable mentions. You know what I'm saying? Again, Elza, Freddie Gibbs, Mega, Smoke DZA, Shay Noir, and there's so many albums, dude. There's so many.
That's why we said we could have named like 25 to 30 albums easily.
It
was such a great year for hip hop. We could have named a bunch of albums. We just
didn't have time, man.
Now, Gene.
Oh, we were waiting on you, Gene, to mention those as your favorite.
We was waiting on you, my guy. You could have been like DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, Gorilla, Drake, and
21 Savage. During the moment when he said, and
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. Oh, don't forget about Glorilla and Sweetie.
No Rilla.
Right. I mean,
looking like Mr. Magoo.
Geechee Suede had a dope album in 2022. I mean, it's a bunch of albums that
There's a lot of dope joints. There's a lot of independent albums too, man.
we didn't even get
That
to
been
touch
been
on.
on bars of the week too. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
we didn't get to touch on.
So
But really,
Absolutely.
shout out to everybody who did their thing to contribute to 2022.
21.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, just again, like J Camp and Iceberg said,
This
has been a
album right
phenomenal
here, though.
year.
This album, Bebo.
Yes. We reviewed that album.
What's your thoughts on this one, though?
I think that this is tough, man. I think it's possible to be in the honorable mentioned.
Facts.
I think it's a possible contender for the honorable mention, but that's not a bad thing at all because this album is very solid. And
it almost sounds like some organized noise at the beginning of it too. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yep.
So,
yep. But yeah. Shout out to Quavo and rest in peace to Takeoff, man. They did a solid with that. Only built for Infinity Links.
Again, J Camp, Bebo P laced y'all tonight, man. This is hard. Pause.
It's hard, man.
Very.
We know people are not gonna agree with the list, and that's great. Yeah. But the good thing is, it was so much great music, and I don't disagree with any album that people are throwing out there because they easily could have made our list too. Because trust me, me and Bebo P talked about every single album that y'all throwing out there.
Yep,
we literally did, and we was like ranking, like we was putting stuff on, pulling stuff off, putting stuff back on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When you start asking yourself, but was this album better than this one?
And whoever didn't make tonight's list, that's no shade whatsoever. Because again, it was such a phenomenal year in 2022's hip hop's, just a great year in 2022, period. And like J Camp just said, Iceberg, we're gonna go over additional projects that are definitely worth a mention of 2022. We appreciate y'all for rocking with this. Y'all continue to drop your thoughts and comments in the comment section in the chat box, or however you want to say it. And go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and notification bell.
The Fresh Out official top 10 hip hop albums of 2022. This is serious. I mean, the fellas did a good job. Like I said in the chat, man. Again, follow us on all the social media, man. So like what out of 5? Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Quavo. We talking about the Quavo album.
The Quavo and Takeoff. I'd say, gosh.
I mean,
maybe like a 6,
a good 3.5.
Yeah. You think 3.5?
4 for me. I mean, I thought it was solid, man. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, I
give it about a
again
6.
To me, if I feel like when Takeoff and Quavo are rhyming together, like that chemistry that they have, that
Mama,
few, especially when they start going back and forth, I'm digging it.
I was thinking the same thing McLovin was thinking at first. I thought Magic was 2022.
But Magic dropped in like
December, like around the week of Christmas or so.
Trust me, McLovin, Magic would have definitely been on there. That was one of my favorite. It was may have been my favorite album.
But who drops like that kind of albums within a 13-month span, almost a 12-month span? That's still crazy.
That's why we said Nas is the dude. He is the OG.
Yes.
/
still here. Mama Bear's still here, just lurking.
Just lurking. We want you lurking, Mama.
RJ, it is in a good contribution from old school in 2022.
It is a great contribution.
Contribution.
And
we Cormega, we could have easily put Cormega in the top 10. We could have
easily. And we really hope the same thing that we got in 2022 carries over into 2023. Action Bronson stepped on too, from what Power 600 said.
Here too. We need to save all these because I forgot all about the Action Bronson. Actually, I'm glad that Power brought that back up.
We're gonna be talking about all these other albums on Saturday, man, because there's so many.
So many of them.
So many. So many.
The other question I have for you guys too, man. This has been the year of the female rapper. You've been seeing female rappers all day long. They're trying to push them on us. You see all these music videos. They're spending a lot of money on. They're on tour. I think they said Lizzo's like doing crazy numbers on the tours. But where's the albums? Where's the albums from the female rappers? So let's be clear. The female rappers, man, they dropping these singles. They're going on tour. They're saying they're wonderful, but where are the albums? And like I said, salute to Shay Noir, Remy Ma, of course, and Rhapsody holding it down on the DJ
Armani
Premier.
Caesar.
And
Armani Caesar dropping that list. Shout out to people sleeping on her.
And you know what? Meg Thee Stallion did drop that Trauma Zine, I think, this year.
Yeah.
I know it gets the fart. I know.
Iceberg dropped.
I just
was
waiting.
waiting. He couldn't wait. His finger was on the button. Get him, please.
But shout out to Meg, though. You know what I'm saying? But to me, this is why sometimes people clown a lot of female artists, because we need bodies of work. But that means we need more depth from you other than just twerking songs. You know what I'm saying? So again, we want to see more women, you know, in the joint. Because again, like I said, they talk about Lotto and X, Y, and Z, but the album.
Because I can tell y'all, if Jean Grey drops an album, I'm gonna
shout out to Lola. Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm gonna be there for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you already know we're gonna be there for that.
anything to drop after December 25th, that counted towards next year. Facts. Yeah, I agree. If it drops after that, yeah, it's next year.
But that's still cheating though, Matt.
Yeah, it's a cheat code. It's definitely the cheat code. Yeah.
Man.
Shout out to Girl Code. Yeah, Girl Code. Yeah. And they holding it down. Yeah, all day. Street Dream Remix, classic. Slept on too. Meg is okay, but one lane. Facts. Most of them are like they one trick ponies. Man.
Yeah, I just mentioned her because she.
I mean, if you
she dropped the album, but this I also understand too.
Between Glorilla and Meg, I'm
Meg all day.
Yeah, Meg can actually spit, and I know why she dropped that album, because it was the last one on the Crawford joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we've always gave Meg her flowers for her ability to. She can rap.
Absolutely. No she can spit, man. She just needs to quit all the antics, man, and quit trying to be a influencer. More so just rap first. Music. Yeah, stick to music. And all that stuff will come when you do the music. Pause. Right. Dream Dog, I need more stuff from you. Yeah, facts, man. I need more stuff from all of them, man. The Ruby joint, you know, the Ruby little chick, man. What did Kenneth say? The Ice Spice chick with the little, I mean, she's known for being a caricature more than a rapper. So
more than a rapper. In fact,
all due respect, but many female rappers are more concerned with their body work than their bodies.
Say that,
work.
Mama.
Ooh,
say that.
That's a goofy statement.
Goofy statement.
Say that.
And I'm gonna give it a cool
100%. Say that. 100%.
Facts.
Mama dropping bars right
again, now. Man. Like I said, we've been here for almost 2 hours. We're gonna let y'all get up out of here. Any shout outs before we get up out of here? Bebo PJ Camp.
Shout out to the chat as always. I'm gonna salute y'all first and foremost. Y'all keep this thing going. And you giving us topics. You give us some stuff that we can talk about. So definitely on Saturday. We gonna really dig down heavy into a lot of these albums y'all felt that was supposed to be on there, and it probably should have been on there. We gonna dive into it. But shout out to the chat though, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely. Mama, salute.
Yeah.
Salute. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Again, y'all don't even have to wipe y'all's feet at the door no more. Y'all family.
Yeah, y'all family.
Come right on in.
There you go.
Right on in. Grab a drink.
Just like Dave Chappelle's Rick James.
Sit down. You know what I'm saying? Come on in. You know where the towels are at.
That's right.
You know where the food is at. But hey, you got to cook your own food though. We ain't cooking for you. We're gonna show you where the snacks is at. Get all that. Y'all here, y'all family.
Shout out to Mario in the building, man. Always.
We appreciate you.
Michelle B in the lingerie. Shout out. And she said it was great show. Bebo P, take us home.
Lingerie. That Vicky's hush hush.
You know, again, shout out to y'all because there is no us without you guys supporting us,
Preach.
and some out there hating us, which is all it's all love regardless. But hey, you know, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, notification bell. If you have any projects that you're working on, like a business or any type of albums or
Please.
something like that, drop that
Let
in the
us know.
comment section. Let us know, and we'll
Yeah.
you know, we'll give it a run through, or you know,
Let
some
us know.
Hey
consideration.
man, hey, that's big, man. We appreciate it, man, because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
we
yeah.
And
definitely
salute to
love and
them,
respect,
too.
Hey,
man, for the hip
salute
hop,
to
man.
that too. We
Yeah,
salute
facts,
Salute
you.
to
man.
them
We really
boys,
appreciate
too,
that,
man.
man.
They
Real
they
talk.
doing
That,
their
salute to
thing.
that.
Yeah, they
Salute
doing
to
their
them
thing.
guys,
We
man.
Just to
appreciate
be in the
y'all.
same conversation, that's huge, man.
That
For
is
us,
a
man.
big,
Exactly.
Yeah.
big statement, and we don't take that
Exactly. They
lightly.
doing their thing, man.
And speaking
Yeah.
of doing their thing, shout out once again to Deion Sanders, man, prime time. You know,
Prime.
Coach
definitely,
Prime.
you know, definitely
That's Coach Prime to you,
improved.
sir.
No, man, definitely did his thing in Jackson State.
Nice.
In addition to the 14 seasons that he played as a player. And I know that regardless of whatever happens in Colorado, it's going to be nothing short of phenomenal, whether there's wins, losses, you know, he's led there, and we support him regardless of what happens. But other than that, y'all just continue to be safe and rock with us this coming Saturday, you know, Iceberg. With that said, much love, and go ahead and take us home.
Take us
Iceberg.
Yeah,
home,
man.
my G.
J Camp, Bebo P put in the work, man. Again, hit the cash app, man. Definitely hit the like button. It's free.
Work.
If it's your first time tuning in, or it's just maybe a couple of times you're tuning in, hit that subscribe button, man. We really appreciate it, man. Shout out DJ Scandalous, myrapverse.com. Again,
Absolutely.
man, we building this hip hop community. It starts with you guys, and we appreciate
Your
it.
favorite
Shout out to
DJs,
LB the
DJ.
Podfather 2, your favorite DJ.
Right.
Shout out to LB the Podfather 2, man. Again,
Oh yeah,
check us out Saturday,
Awesome.
man. And also, man, check out the audio podcast, man, on Spotify, Apple Music, man. If you just want, if you're any whip driving, man, you can check us out, man. If you you know, feeling frisky on that too. But
You know,
again,
you in
fresh
the bed,
out.
you in your lingerie. You know what I'm saying? You in your Vicky's hush hush. You know what I'm saying? Check that out.
Stop.
But
Up
again,
that
man,
Apple
J Camp,
joint.
man, Bebo P, LB the Podfather, man. Another great show, man. We out, man. Peace.
We
We
out,
want to know your
cheers.
top 10, man. Let us know what's going down. Let us know about the top 10 too.
Right.
Peace.
Salute.
Peace.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast.
Bebo P's in the building. What's good?